What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Lisa Blonay, and I am back with another live stream video. Thank you so much for tapping into Blonay Got Tea right here on Blonay Media, you guys. Make sure you share out this live, smash that like button, and if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Like I tell you guys all the time, we may not break the news, but we sure can talk about it. And I need y'all to clock the tea with me. Okay, so let's get into something, you guys. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, first of all, for tapping in. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Now, y'all, welcome. Let me know what time it is on in your neck of the woods right now on the West Coast. It is 11:01 in the morning. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Okay, happy Friday to you guys. But I'm gonna need for y'all to come on in here and clock the tea with me. Okay, and I need you guys most definitely. Now, let's go ahead and get into what I wanted to go ahead and analyze because I came across a recent live that Karlissa did, and I caught her live, and there were some things that was said. I don't think any stone wasn't left unturned that I really wanted to kind of bring to you guys and just kind of look into it and kind of analyze it a little bit. And and I know she's been live since what I'm about to show you. Okay, nothing is. Sometimes I bring you guys the latest. Sometimes I take you back. It just depends. Okay, guys. So it won't always be breaking news or her last live, but we're gonna go get into it because the points that I'm trying to make is really the important thing. Okay. That's the real relevant thing that I hope that I can touch you guys with. All right, and leave you guys thinking about things because everything is not always what it seems, and then it's deeper than this just the surface, and that's what I like to do. I like for you guys to look a little bit deeper into the surface, right? And something that you can take away from this because like I tell you guys all the time, this is social media reality. We don't really know these people. All right, so at the end of the day, once we leave here, right, we have our own problems in life and things to worry about. Okay. So if we can take a lesson away from this that we can use in real life, or if we can even see a reflection in ourselves and we can change, it's all worth it, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, what I was talking about is Blueface's mom, Karlissa. She took a moment to go on her live recently and she gave Chrisean a tongue lashing. That's what I call it. And I feel that it was well deserved, but I feel like we can all get something out of what she said. As a matter of fact, Karlissa touches on a few things. All right. She speaks on her being a young mother at the age of 17 and all the mistakes that she made, how her children see her. And we've heard her children come out and speak on her. Okay. Dre, Callie, as well as Blueface, all right, in not so uncertain terms, okay, they've tore Karlissa a new a-hole, all right, and she also speaks on the perspectives of her children and how she had to take accountability and kind of eat those words. And she also points out that she never got online and called them a liar. Okay, she never got online and called them a liar. Now, she may have got on here and did a lot of things, and this is just me just speaking, right? Because we know that Karlissa's mouth and her words can cut like a knife, all right? And many times she is out of order. I'm not gonna lie, but she always seems, this is the takeaway, she always seems to spit the truth that reverberates with a lot of people, right? You may not admit, but with me, just let me speak on me. With me, of course, all right? And she also goes on to speak on how you cannot hold people's past against her or hold her past against her. And I do believe that you don't want to hold people's past against you. And that's another reason why I kind of wanted to start off the live with this. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. And I didn't even know that Karlissa got pregnant at 17 years old. So she was telling me some things that I didn't know about her, which is just makes it a little more intriguing and interesting. I don't know much about her family dynamics, and I'm not saying that Karlissa was perfect or wasn't some of the things that her family said, because they are pulling from truth. And if you give your children the same grace and perspective in their perspective, right? You have to give that same grace to your family, I feel. Now, I don't want to get too much into that, because we're here for the lives and what Karlissa had to say, and that's what we're going to get into. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I didn't know she was pregnant as young as 17 years old. um and even speaking of that, she got prego at 17 years old, and because she wasn't the greatest mom, okay, she may have hopped from man to man. She probably made mistakes. She probably went through her whole phase. All right. And she's going to tap into that, you guys. So let me get into this. But first of all, let me show you the shorts that I did. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I have been trying to do this video for a couple of days now. And yesterday, if you guys were watching, because I don't know, but I do apologize, I wasn't able to come back up. All right. And then the other day, I got a BANN, a temporary BAN, because I showed a pum pum on my live. Okay. So yeah. So they shut me down, y'all. So I didn't abandon you guys, and I'm back. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Before we get into the videos of what Karlissa had to say, and in certain parts of this live, she definitely goes in on Chrisean, and she's really just like going in, but we know some of it is, directed specifically at Chrisean. Okay, hold on, because she's really speaking to several people. But let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all. Hold on. Now, let me go ahead and show you the shorts, because around here, we consider ourselves hashtag Save Junior until it's backwards. Okay. It's Team Save Junior. And you know what? I wouldn't even kind of stand behind that moniker, because we are for all children. All right. We are for all children. Because I feel like in my heart, I feel like Javon, being the oldest child, is suffering too in his own way. Maybe not the physical and what we're thinking, the medical attention and the proper care that um, Junior necessarily needs, but Javon is the oldest child. He's the most aware of what is going on, and he probably misses his dad. Okay. And for his dad to be gone, or why are we saying 2 years? Didn't he go? Wasn't he arrested in August 1st of last year? It's almost been a year. I don't know, y'all, but what I do know is sometimes there's a saddened look on Javon, and it's been pointed out by people who have put videos out there. Okay. And I just recognize that, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. Okay. There's more than just one child that's being affected by the absence of their father. But at the end of the day, we are for all the children, right? Because I do feel like Javon, being the oldest, it's kind of hitting him a little bit different than Junior, and even Journey, right? Not saying that it doesn't, but he's the oldest, guys. He's more aware. And I know, and he's pretty bright. I know at that age I was pretty sharp. Okay. And a lot of times we pull from our own experiences. So you guys let me know what you guys think. But let me go ahead and pull up this video for you so you can hear, because one of the things that Blueface's mom also says and is proud of is her obsession with her son. Okay? Her obsession with her own child. Now, let me go ahead and pull up this quick short that I did, you guys. And yeah, let me pull this up for you guys. Okay, you guys, hold on. Let me pull it up for you guys so you'll be able to see it. I don't know why I can't see it. Hold on, you guys. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yes, girl. Hold on. What's up, Sun Kiss Princess? Hold on, because I don't know why I cannot see the video that I'm trying to show y'all. I might have to go out and come back in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out and come back in. Hold on, because this is not playing nothing. close it all the way out and come back in. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, you guys can hear me. Sorry about that, y'all. But I think when I queue too many videos, put them in queue, I think that it shuts it down or something. But I don't know. But let's go ahead. Let me see if I can play this now. We just gonna have to go one video at a time. I'm not really gonna queue them. I already know what videos I want to show you. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Let me see if I can get it right this time. Welcome, welcome, and thank you guys so much for waiting for me. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? All right. Blueface told Karlissa that she was obsessed with him. Well, it looks like he tapped his daddy on the shoulder and told him to. And you know what? He was right. Blueface out here batting 1,000 when it comes to this truth meter, and Karlissa confirmed it. Take a listen.
Y'all remember, because I remember, I'll never forget. And he's motherfucking right. I'm obsessed with my children. You motherfucker, I am, ho. Don't ever forget it. So if you think I'm obsessed with you, if you were one of my kids, you better know I'm obsessed with you, ho. I'm obsessed. Now have a good day. You thought you did something? Bitch, I told you. I take full accountability for my Blue told his daddy I'm obsessed with him. Remember Blue? You remember when Blue was saying you obsessed with me? You act like you want to be my girlfriend. Remember when Blue was saying that?
Remember when Blueface told Karlissa that she was obsessed with him? Well, it looks like he tapped his daddy on the shoulder and told him to. And you know what? He was right. Blueface out here batting 1,000 when it comes to this truth meter, and Karlissa confirmed it. Take a listen.
Y'all remember, because I remember, I'll never forget. And he's motherfucking right. I'm obsessed with my children. You motherfucker, I am, ho. Don't ever forget it. So if you think I'm obsessed with you, if you were one of my kids, you better know I'm obsessed with you, ho. I'm obsessed. Now have a good day. You thought you did something, bitch? Accountability for my
Okay, so you guys checked out that short where Karlissa talks about being obsessed with her children. Do with that what you want, but let's go ahead and get into the reason why she did this live that we are about to get into in the first place. All right, now what I'm about to do is I'm going to show you, because here's the clip that sparked the response for Karlissa, because initially she initially it was because Chrisean said a lot about Blueface. She was bashing Blueface. Okay, let me go ahead and show you this clip. Okay, guys, hold on. And I'm also going to let you know that this is not the first time, right? We are all clear on that. This is not the first time that Chrisean has bashed Blueface. Okay, and the man's behind bars, for God's sakes. Like, let me go ahead and show you guys this clip. And the recent, okay, so what it was Chrisean did a recent video interview with DJ Academics. Now, you know, for years, DJ Academics has done nothing but go in on Chrisean, okay? Taking the dum-dum route every time, right? I've rarely even seen DJ Academics rah-rah or rise to the occasion for any and nothing that Chrisean has done. But all of a sudden, now they're bosom buddies. Okay. Now they're the hangout squad. Now, you know what I'm saying? She's talking about, I love you. Girl, what? But let's just reel it back. She did an interview, which Karlissa said was for free. And don't you worry, I will catch you up on the latest Karlissa live at the end of this video. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So she did a interview with DJ Academics. It was awkward. I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of capping, a lot of fronting going on in this interview. And a lot of times, well, a few times, she threatened to walk out. Like that's her like defense mechanism. Like if it gets too heavy, if it gets too real, if it gets too truthful, she seems to want to, threaten. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna walk up out of here. If it gets too much, that's her defense mechanism, is to threaten to walk out and leave. You know what I'm saying? You should be humbled that you're even invited or someone would even have you. Okay. In my eyes, right? But let's go ahead and get into this. And it's just a clip from her interview. Okay. Now, to be honest with you, I watched spots of the interview. I watched, I think, the beginning and not the end, or maybe the end and not the beginning. So not completely in totality, but I watched enough, okay, to bring this to you guys. All right. So let me see. Hold on. I think this is the academics interview. Right. So now let's go to this interview, and I'm going to show you guys a clip. Welcome, sun-kissed princess. You say, hey, what happened to your last live? YouTube said it took it down for violating something. I didn't see any violations while watching. Yes, girl. Chrisean, remember Chrisean had that pow pow? Yeah. So yeah, they BA-ed my live, you guys. Okay. But I'm back. And thank you so much for asking. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Did I pull it up already? What am I pulling up? Oh, her talking to DJ Academics. Okay, hold on. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this clip. Now, this is not the totality of what Karlissa had to say, but I feel like this is what sparked the response that she gave in this video. I mean, in her live that we're about to listen to. Okay. Okay, so now let me see. Let's go ahead and pull this up for you guys. And you guys listen to what Chrisean had to say. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, if you ask me, because, I think I have one clip that I pulled up that we can look at together, but there is several incidences where Chrisean has not only thrown her family members up under the bus, but specifically Blueface. Me, honestly, if Blueface gets out and gets back with her and resumes this train wreck, he's done. Like you're trash. If you get out, and I mean, I know they have some type of ties, because I remember they said they were under 2 contracts. So we can't forget that they do have to deal with each other. I wonder if it has something to do with Zeus, right? That would seem maybe the longest lasting contract that they may be under. Maybe they're contracted to do maybe a Crazy in Love 3, maybe some type of spinoff show. I don't know. But I know that they said that they were in contract. They still had business ties, and they were in 2 contracts. And another time when Chrisean was on Twitch and she took that jail call from Blueface, and they were going back and forth, and she tried to overtalk him. He was talking about one of those very contracts or whatever kind of money ties that they still have, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Hold on, guys.
That was his tactic. Seeing how like he seeing how like he couldn't just hurt me. He had to like go after our son. That was his tactic.
Were you upset by anything?
Yes, I like being abused while you're pregnant. Yes, that has a lot to do with a lot of things. But me not leaving and just staying away, that's on me too. So it's like I have to learn and I have to like pivot and stay a different direction. I can't just.
Him denying paternity at first.
He did that for clout. He was hurt because I didn't want to be with him. I was gonna have the baby because it was too late to get, and I was just like da-da-da-da. And he's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna tell everybody it's not mine. Go ahead and watch you come. And then right around after he tried to say it wasn't his baby, the same day he said it wasn't his baby, he had the baby in his arms 3 a.m. in the morning because I was at the studio. See, he went to go steal the baby. You ain't see that video when he went to go steal the baby?
Oh yeah,
he posted the video, and I'm like, I'm out working. Like, you at the studio with some niggas, like, like that's him, bro. So I ain't gonna not claim the baby. They go steal the baby because he knows it's his baby. No, it's not toxic. It's just like he got some brokenness that he got to heal from and get through. Because if he don't heal, he break everybody around him.
The Offset stuff wasn't true, right?
Huh?
The Offset stuff.
What's up with Offset?
I still can't believe that Chrisean is sitting down with DJ Academics.
Now, you heard what Chrisean had to say, okay? And she's basically saying that her being BEAT or abused by Blueface while pregnant had a lot to do with a lot of things. Okay? In a way, she's insinuating that maybe, right, the medical needs of Junior may have been caused by Blue's very hand. But anytime we try to touch on her guzzling alcohol like she a hillbilly and out here cussing like a sailor and smoking like a chimney, like she on Crenshaw Slauson, waiting on the homies, and you're not carrying a whole child, and that we did not witness it, we're not guessing, we're not insinuating. No, we have clips. I have a whole video on it. See, this is gaslighting at its finest. Gaslighting at its finest. This shows dysfunction. This shows unawareness. Okay? Definitely. Now, I do want to say there is no doubt that Blueface had a hand in their reckless and toxic relationship and their behavior, because everybody has to take accountability, right? We can't hold anyone's hand. And there is no doubt that Blueface exploited Chrisean Rock. Although he already had his platform. Okay? She was the one that showed up with a backpack and cleats. And an opportunity to be on his show. So we have to really point that out too. Because Blueface was already famous. But the fact that he wants to play little mind games for his own little selfish reasons, whether it be because he's a man, because he's that's how men are, he's a womanizer, he's toxic, or for whatever reasons, because we know he holds his own bag of tricks, right? Again, like I tell you guys all the time, we're not here to pass out angel wings. Okay? We are here to take the little bits of truths and the consequences and put those together. And the fact that he feeds her lies and she buys into it, right? And then they say they're through, they're not through. I think there's still calls. And I think they're still talking behind the scenes. Now, to what degree? I don't know. I think it's still on taking a bumpy course and not exactly what Chrisean wants because of the way that she's acting, the way that she displays herself on live. Okay. But this is why you have to look at men. You have to look into the men in their true nature. That's why you have to vet who you lay with, right? You got to quit falling for the okie doke. This is a spiritual warfare. And I tell you guys all the time, you know what I'm saying? Until you acknowledge that and act accordingly, without that awareness, you're never going to be in control of your life. I just want to put that out there before we dive deep into this. Because now the first video that I want to show you is Karlissa, where she's telling Chrisean, let me pull it up, you guys, okay? Because like I said, I had it all queued. Work with me, but when I load too many of these sums up, bitches, it seems to just freaking stop. Like, all right. Yes, we are ghetto fabulous, y'all. Well, we are ghetto fabulous, but we will soon be in the boudoir, okay? We will soon be in the penthouse, baby. All right? We're going to get our piece of the pie. We're going to get our piece of the pie, baby. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up. Is this the right one? Okay, it got to be. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this one up, you guys. Now, what I was saying is in this video right here, Karlissa is like telling Chrisean that the people around you that just sit up there and go along to get along. I'm just putting this in my own words, y'all. Go along to get along. And they not really here for you. They don't have no love for you, girl. It's a bunch of yes men. It's a bunch of flying monkeys. And get out the narcissist definition book and look up flying monkeys. It's not a diss like that. All right. You got a bunch of yes men and people that go along to get along. They're there for the clout. They're there for the money. They're there for, I don't know. But we know that it's not for the goodness of, for your good. They're not looking for a handout or a hand up. They're looking for clout. They're looking for exposure to be attached to your name right now is something that's really, really hot, right? Let's go ahead and get into this video. You guys go ahead and take a listen. Let me take this down. Make sure you like this video. Share out this live, you guys. We are on the road to 10K. Make sure if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Take a listen to what Karlissa had to say. And like I said, we can take something away from each and everything that she said, whether you love her or hate her. Y'all, listen.
Real. All of you off that bullshit. You that don't help you, for real. All of you off that bullshit. Because that's a sad situation. I got a sister who loved me to no ends. And if I go to...
Hold on, y'all. This is what I get for not having them queued up. That's not the one I want you to hear. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, she touches on a lot of stuff, some real life shit, y'all. And a lot of stuff that she says reverberates with me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of women have been through that whole phase. And that's more than just, you know what I'm saying, doing the vertical joyride. And you know what I'm saying? It's really about, making choices and making mistakes and being able to, learn from them and bounce back from them. Hold on, y'all. Maybe that is the right video. Because it don't seem like it. Hold on, y'all. Let me listen. Just wait. Hold on.
Can't talk about me and my kids had to...
Hold on, you guys.
All those people that are around.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got the wrong one. Let me go ahead and pull this one up. Yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff she says, not a lot, but just some of the things. I don't know why I keep saying a lot. Not everything, but some of the things that she touches on reverberates with me. And I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys too as well, because I mean, we're all human, right? Okay. Now go ahead and listen to this video.
You off that bullshit. Because that's a sad situation. You off that bullshit. You love me to no ends. And if I go too far to the left or too far to the left or to the right, she tells me you're going too far and you need to pray. And you need to apologize. So any apology that y'all have gotten from me, a faithy done got on me. That's what family, my husband, I don't want you to, sir, they going to check you. Them people that's not just around for a check off of you, they're going to check you. They're going to check you. They're going to tell you, nah, don't do that to your baby father. He might get out and get somewhere in life, change his life, and then you might need him one day. That's what a real bitch gonna tell you. Okay? That's what my real friends tell me. All those people that are around you that don't help you for real, all you off that bullshit. Because that's a sad situation. I got a sister who loved me to no ends. And if I go too far to the left or to the right, she tells me you're going too far and you need to pray. And you need to apologize. So any apology that y'all have gotten from me, a faithy done got on me. That's what family, my husband, I don't want you to, sir, they going to check you. Them people that's not just around for a check off of you, they're going to check you. They're going to check you. They're going to tell you, nah, don't do that to your baby father. He might get out and get somewhere in life, change his life, and then you might need him one day. That's what a real bitch going to tell you. Okay? That's what my real friends tell me.
Okay, y'all saw that clip of Karlissa just basically saying that there's snakes and you need to cut your grass. Everybody that you trust in, you know what I'm saying, don't need to be in your circle. There's people that are in your circle and around you that is not meaning you no good. I mean, that could be true for any of us, right? Just trusting everybody, having everybody around us in close quarters because somebody leaking something. You feel me? And it can't be us. We don't have that access. People that have access, direct access to Chrisean is the ones that's leaking all this stuff that's coming out. Now, we don't know to what extent it's true or not, but it sure rings true. It sure rings the bell, right? The medical leak that we got sure rings a bell. We don't know if it's real or not. Sounds good. It got everybody to thinking, right? We all became little researchers and mini doctors around here, like really looking into that. And that's what it's about, bringing awareness. There are people who have direct access to Chrisean. And loose lips sink ships. And so does a loose inner circle, y'all. Okay? So does a loose inner circle. But you know what? I like no matter what they throw at Karlissa, like her past mistakes and things, it may sting, but it don't stick. Right? Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. Because like I said, she touches on some other things too. Hold on, y'all. Now, the next clip I'm about to play for Karlissa, in this clip, I think she talks about her having sugar daddies. Girl, she went in, all right? She talks about how she never dogged her children, never went live and called them a liar. Girl, you done went in on your children now. Now, I don't know if you've ever came forward and called them a liar. I can't really say that. But let me go ahead and play this clip for you guys, okay? Hold on. And she also goes on to say, like in the video that we just saw, that she has a sister who really checks her, like keeps her in line. So if she's showing grace, if she's walking that right path, there's somebody that's helping her. That's really called a support system, right? Even if it's just one person. So, you know, at least she does have a sister, because you know she don't get along with her mom and her other sister and God knows who else. But thank God she has a sister that she's close with, seems like, right? Who has pretty good advice. Let me go ahead and pull up this video, the next clip of Karlissa. And just let me take this one down so we don't overload this. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, most definitely. Now, you know her kids done said that Karlissa ain't okay? And done called her a hoe out here, okay? You remember what Drake said when he said, all my mama taught me was how to eat the cootie cat. Now, a lot of that was messy, but everybody has a right to tell their own story, and that is his perspective, okay? But you know, a lot of times people choose Mad Day to come out and speak their truth, and they always want to hit you where it hurts, all right? Come on now. We know that. But I feel like on those days, even though people put a 10 on a 2 and everything they say they may not mean, it stems from some type of truth, right? We got to agree on that. It stems from some ounce inkling of truth, okay? They didn't just pull it out the sky. Well, sometimes they may. I don't know. We got some habitual and liars around here, okay? Compulsive liars, if you ask Blueface. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up this video. All right, let me go ahead and see what video is this. You guys make sure you smash that like button and share out this live, guys. It'll get us into the algorithm. Let me see. Hold on.
All those people that are around you that can't talk about me and my kids had to get on this motherfucking.
Okay, this is the video right here. Hold on. What is this video?
All those people that are around you.
Okay, you guys already saw that. Oh, I must have took it from a bigger video. Okay, let me go ahead, y'all. This is the video I want you guys to see. Go ahead and check this out. So y'all could peep out the scene and hear.
Motherfucking apologize. Because I didn't hit them back with shit. Tutor. You not get back on here and be like, you ain't shit because whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, I said, you know what? You got that. If that's how you felt and that's your perspective, you entitled to that. But your motherfucking ass didn't go hungry. I fed you off them sugar daddies. So if you want to call your mama a hoe or she ain't shit, all she taught me how to do is eat coochie, that's okay. You did not hear me one time get back on here and dog neither one of my kids ever once. After they had their temper tantrums. You didn't hear me get on here like my mama do me and call them a liar. You think I would take the chance at calling one of my kids a liar? If that's their perspective? You don't do people like that you love. You pray for them and you take accountability. Because if they felt like their mama was a hoe and that was a problem and I didn't know, I'm going to take accountability as a grown-ass woman. I would have took accountability if they called me a hoe at 25. I would have told him, shut your bitch ass up and get over there and eat that dinner that motherfucking sugar daddy just paid for. That's what the fuck I would have said. I would have been a G about all my shit. Oh, my mama's a hoe. Nigga, you gotta ride to school every goddamn day. You wasn't a bus kid. I brought your lunch to the schoolhouse. You better thank that sugar daddy. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all wimping out to these kids. Y'all wimping out. Y'all better stand up. Stand up.
Ooh.
Nah, I said, you know what? You got that. If that's how you felt and that's your...
Ooh. What y'all think about what y'all
Did I
think
get
about
back
what
on here?
said? What y'all think about that? Because look, she probably went through her ho-ho phase, like we all do as women. Well, most of us, I admit I did. And if you didn't, kudos to you, bitch. Okay? Kudos to you. All right? Every woman walking this earth at a legal age deserves their ho phase. And it goes beyond just what that means. Okay, guys? It encompasses a lot. You get what I'm talking about? This is the time of trial and error, of learning yourself, of finding your footing in this world. And sometimes we choose the road of lust. And I'm going to tell you, lust is the easiest route. Okay? Because when something comes to destroy you and don't mean you no good, it comes to steal, kill, and destroy. All right? No matter what entity it is, no matter what form or fashion it comes in. Okay? And it is going to deceive you. Because if it came in its natural form, you wouldn't give it the time of day. It has to come in the most attractive way. It has to be a shiny new toy. It has to be irresistible to your eyes. Okay? Because y'all always dumb down your instinct. You dumb down your sixth sense. You dumb down your third eye. All over some D and some DoorDash for most of y'all. Okay? A trip to the Hamptons. I mean, pick your poison. But most of you people do that. That's why it's so easy for people to get in, for the enemy to get in, for the ops to get in. Lust is the easiest route. I'm just letting y'all know. But and some of us took that route. Some to a degree where you were just all in out hoe, like a real hoe. Right? And some did it trial and error. Some did it trial and error. But that's what it's called when you fall down 9 times and you get up 10. You know, sometimes manipulation, we become manipulators. And most of us find that that's not a good quality. Right? Sometimes you have to actually do it to be like, I'm not a manipulator. I ain't never did nobody. I don't do nobody wrong. I try to walk around and do right. Maybe you had to do wrong to come to that conclusion in your life. And most of the time, those things happen when you are young. Okay? Coming into your own. Sometimes manipulation, we become the manipulators. And then we find that that's not a good quality. And it rarely works for long. And that's good people. Good people make mistakes. And there's always a backlash with it. But how would you know unless you stumbled? Unless you fell short of the grace of God? And then you got up and dusted yourself off for another chance. You look behind your shoulder and hope nobody saw you fall on that D. You know what I'm saying? You hope people forget that in high school you was a pass around. And I'm just taking it to the extreme, you guys, right? Most of us, you know, that's rare. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? Because we all knew that one person, that one jock, right? The one easy girl, you know, the one, you know, popular girl. Like, we all live that. Right? And I know, you know, what they say, 3 strikes and you're out. But for me, it's always spiritual first. Let me let her finish, you guys. And yeah, she just spilling it out there. She said she had sugar daddies. And then you better sit down, eat that food that sugar daddy provided. I mean, this is her perspective, this is her attitude. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of being facetious, y'all. Okay, you have to understand that. But at the end of the day, she is owning up to it. And she's saying, look at the bright side. You know, yeah, I caught this reputation. Yeah, I was this way, I was that way. You guys have to also understand that she was a video vixen. Kind of, sort of. During that time when, you know, they were doing videos and you wanted to be in the hip hop videos, she was in hip hop videos. She's part of SAG, if I'm not mistaken. She was on Soul Plane and a few other little, you know, background. And it is different. It is different to be a paid background, okay, or a featured background and just be background. Okay, so let's just get that out the way. She was a paid. I don't know if she had a line or two. I think she did, but you can still be a featured background under SAG and get paid off of that. Okay, like a regular actor, if I'm not mistaken. So we have to understand she also took that route too. So she was going to be seen as that anyways, right? I don't know, y'all. Let's let her finish.
And be like, you ain't shit because whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, I said, you know what? You got that. If that's how you felt and that's your perspective, you entitled to that. But your motherfucking ass didn't go hungry. I fed you off them sugar daddies. So if you want to call your mama a hoe or she ain't shit, all she taught me how to do is eat coochie, that's okay. You did not hear me one time get back on here and dog neither one of my kids ever once. After they had their temper tantrums. You didn't hear me get on here like my mama do me and call them a liar. You think I would take the chance at calling one of my kids a liar? If that's their perspective? You don't do people like that you love. You pray for them and you take accountability. Because if they felt like their mama was a hoe and that was a problem and I didn't know, I'm going to take accountability as a grown-ass woman. I would have took accountability if they called me a hoe at 25. I would have told them, shut your bitch ass up and get over there and eat that dinner that motherfucking sugar daddy just paid for. That's what the fuck I would have said. I would have been a G about all my shit. Oh, my mama's a hoe. Nigga, you gotta ride to school every goddamn day. You wasn't a bus kid. I brought your lunch to the schoolhouse. You better thank that sugar daddy. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all wimping out to these kids. Y'all wimping out. Y'all better stand up. Stand up. I could have got on here and flame broiled fried my sons. I could have flamed them motherfuckers. I could have flamed them. Do you hear me? I'm their mama. I know all they shit. Every day of it. I could have flame broiled fried them niggas. That never crossed my mind. That never crossed my mind. You know what I did? I giggled. I chuckled. I did. I said, ooh, that's how you feel about it, bitch? After all that shit I did? Can't talk about me.
Y'all, she got me cracking up. Wait a minute. What's up, Big Band Dan? She said they can never make me hate her. I don't care. Y'all, it's too much truth falling out this lady mouth. I'm sorry. It's too much truth falling out this lady mouth, okay? For me to hate her, I cannot. I don't hate anybody, but y'all know what I mean, okay? Some stuff she says questionable. I done already went and told a new one. Y'all already know, but at the end of the day, Karlissa be spitting the truth, and I love how she got that Eminem effect, all right? And she gave Chrisean what she needed, all right? If you guys don't know what the M&M effect is, it's basically you put you own, you're accountable. You get your accountability, you own yours, and then you drag yourself. You put out there what everybody else would drag you for. She done talked about her hemorrhoids. She done put everything out. I was a hoe. I had sugar daddies, but guess what? Bam, bam, boom. And there's a lot of people out there that can relate to what she's saying. I know you don't want to admit it. I know you don't want to admit it. But this is called survival, y'all. This is the streets. She talking like she from the streets. And I know a whole lot more of people that's like Chrisean that I grew up and through and experienced in my life than anybody else. As a matter of fact, it was damn near the norm. Now, I went through my whole phase. Okay. Not too much on the hoe. But if you would have called me at a certain time of my life, you would have thought I was a low down, dirty shame. And I wouldn't have been able to tell you no different. Okay. If you would have caught me in that strip club on that damn stage, you would have thought I was a harlot and a low down gutter snipe. And I wouldn't have been able to tell your ass no different. So, I have to own up to that. That was the totality of who I am. But I had my moments. I had my times where I fell down and fell short, y'all. I'm just saying. She had me cracking up. I love it, y'all. But yeah, you guys feel what she's saying, right? You guys feel what she's saying. All right. And like I said, someone's perspective is not a lie. And the game was survival, y'all. The game was survival, just like it is now. Now, her ego and attitude may be too big or need to be checked. I don't know. But owning up and confessing with your mouth the truth is never a diss. It is never a diss. As a grown-ass woman, I salute you, Karlissa. Most definitely. All right? To be honest, it's refreshing. Right? Better than some of y'all loosey-gooseys out here, okay? Who deny and dumb down your F-ups. Your fuck-ups, you guys dumb them down and deny them just to make yourself look good to the outside world. Meanwhile, your household is asunder. I don't even know where I got that from. It's from an old movie. It sounded good. I don't know what it means, but this shit is asunder, beach. Y'all feel me? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Meanwhile, your household knows the real, right? The people that are closest to you always know the real, y'all. You got your kids and your kin folks talking about you, okay? When you walk out the room. A dum-dum. That's a bunch of bozos. Okay? And remember, character is what people say when you walk out of the room. When you got your friend, your family breaking bread and talking about you, that's a red flag. That's a red flag, y'all. Okay? That's definitely a red flag. Now, Karlissa also gets into women who bash their baby daddies. Knowing that you're going to have a lifelong relationship with the mother or father of your child. And she did point out how women get online and bash their baby daddy to smithereens. Okay? We're not just talking about boop, boop, boop. No, we're talking about smashing them. Okay? Throwing them under the bus. All right? Dragging their bones out of the closet and leaving them on the front steps of the ABC boys. Okay? Inviting them to raid your jail cell. That's low down, y'all. chat is low down. But we're going to get into this live. This is the same live, guys. It's just broke down. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see, guys. Now, when you look at this in its totality, because remember, do y'all remember? I'm sorry, something in my eye. Do you guys remember when the moment when Blueface figured it out? Because, like I said, we're not handing out no angel wings, right? But at the same time, Blueface been out of control with the truth meter. He been out of control with the truth meter because the truth is never a dish, right? And we done hollered and called out his toxic ways a million times over. And it's no doubt, like I said, that he exploited Chrisean and still has a pocket full of batteries, I feel. Okay, to keep putting in her back. But let me play this video right quick because I want you guys, do you guys remember? Damn, there's something in my eye. When Blueface found out, not found out, but finally figured it out. Let me pull this up for you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. This is when it really rung like true for Blueface, and he kind of woke up and smelled the coffee. And if he wouldn't have been playing mind games of his own and trying to have a power trip and control, and you know what I'm saying, take down every woman that you know that manly ego womanizer type ish, right? Hold on, you guys. This is just a clip, okay? This is just one of the moments where he had a aha moment, okay? And you contributed to this, sir, okay? We're not going to let you off the hook for that, okay? You were the fuel to this fire because without the ringmaster, there would have been no circus in the first place. There would have been no main event. There would have been no popcorn or peanuts or Cracker Jacks, okay? Period. Period. All right, you guys take a look at this. Hold on. All right, so take a listen at Blueface.
Chrisean Rock is a fucking genius. I'm not gonna take that from her. I'm gonna tell you why she's a genius. Because she knows how to manipulate. So she manipulated me to thinking that she was all about me because she was out of desperation, right? So that's why when she got into a position, she kind of tried to discredit everything I did, right? Granted, all right? Because I was confused. I'm like, damn, you used to say so much great things about me. Now I'm responsible for everything but your success. I'm responsible from verbal abuse, financial abuse, this, that. But when it comes to your success, I have nothing to do with it. Okay, that's strange. But the pregnancy is what really made me realize, because I have 2 kids. I've been into labor rooms. When someone is in labor, it's cool. It's out of the blue. No female is planning to go in labor, right? I have 2 kids. I know this. You can't tell me otherwise. Chrisean planned her labor.
Okay, I just have to interject right there because you can have induced labor, okay? You can have induced labor. So he kind of doesn't I don't really agree with him when he talks about this. He goes a little bit. I mean, this is just from his understanding, but you can have your labor induced.
Is what really made me realize, because I have 2 kids. I've been into labor rooms. When someone is in labor, it's cool. It's out of the blue. No female is planning to go in labor, right? I have 2 kids. I know this. You can't tell me otherwise. Chrisean planned her labor. She didn't coincidentally go to Baltimore and her water broke and she just went somewhere and had the baby. You know how I know this? Because certain hospitals don't let you film because of their own rules and, whatever they got going on. Chrisean went to a place prior when she was on Daddies in Baltimore. She found a place prior that she could record this birth at. So, stay with me. It's all attention based.
Okay, so do you think that Chrisean chose the private facility for more than just that reason, so she could film? And why did she go to Baltimore to have her baby when she was based in LA, and the father, or the potential father that she wants us to believe is the father? Well, I mean, as far as we know, Blueface is the father until proven otherwise. Even though he said it so many times that he took a DNA and found out that the baby wasn't his, right? But if the father's based in LA and you're based in LA, you fought tooth and nail to stay in that house that WAC 100 wanted you up out of, right? Why would she go all the way to Baltimore to have her baby? Now, maybe that was just a choice that she made. That's her hometown. That's her business. But we're still trying to make sense of it, just responding to what Blueface is saying. Now, do you think that she chose a private facility for more than just the reason of being able to film there? Right? Not saying that they would ignore any type of medical conditions or anything like that, because if we are to believe those medical leaks, they definitely told her what was wrong, right? So we're not saying anything against the literal staff or the medical facility that she went to, but maybe there was some type of stipulation. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there for you guys. Let's go.
Chrisean has done everything up to this far for attention. She's manipulating all of us. And the only reason I'm now waking up and realizing it because I have kids, so I know how this situation goes. So now that 2 and 2 aren't going together, it makes sense, right? Chrisean flew to Baltimore with a hospital that she already knew she could film at. She flew there medically induced. She let us know before the baby was coming that it was coming. 4 weeks before the due date, right? So if your due date is September 23rd, why are you letting us know that the baby's coming a week before September? You letting us know in August. How do you know that? This is your first child. You're inexperienced. Okay, I get it. See it, she knows that it's gonna be a big deal. For example, why do you think before Chrisean goes live and she cries and says that I'm a terrible guy, her makeup's done, her jewelry's on, her nails are done, everything is pre-planned? That's the genius part about it. Her fame, her claim to fame is sympathy. And who's gonna deny that if it's evident, if it's in your face, right? That's the manipulation. So now I'm like, damn, I didn't let this bitch get me. Man, I'm disappointed in myself. I take that though.
See, Blueface was playing Chrisean, and he was so busy playing Chrisean and playing the games that he likes to play that he didn't realize that Chrisean was really playing him. Okay? She may have been obsessed because it was a toxic relationship, but she wasn't to the point where she wasn't going to sleep with somebody else. And he knows that because he would bust her on and off, cheating on him. And I'm going to believe a man that says he went through his girl's phone and found 10 potential bedmates that she might have slept with or fucked with behind my back while she up here screaming on the platform, I'm loyal, loyal, blue, 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 loyal, loyal, blue, blue, blue. Had us all thinking she was head over heels, would never bust a grape outside of Blueface's bedroom. And here she is philandering around town with potential baby daddies here and there and everywhere. And I'm just putting a 10 on the 2, but we know Ronnie was in question, right? That's enough. That's enough, because where there's 1, there could be 2. Where there's 2 potential, could be 5, right? Only 1 sperm is gonna reach the egg, but that don't mean that 10 dicks didn't try. So I'm inclined to believe the words that are coming out of Blueface's mouth when he says he went through her phone. Okay. He also recognized that she's a manipulator, called her a genius, and says that she pushes the blame. All right. He's also upset that he helped her success, which we know that to be true. Okay. She can probably stand on her own 2 feet by now, but the beginning, right? Humble beginnings, Miss Missy. Humble beginnings. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, even if it's not feeding you anymore. Okay. He did say that she planned her labor. Now, if you're telling us in August, like he said, what, a week before she was even supposed to deliver, or 3 weeks or whatever, you're telling us beforehand that this is what's going to happen and this is when you're going to the hospital. I didn't even recognize that. But for Blueface to point that out, it is a bit odd, right? It is a bit odd. A week before September. Now, I think the ultimate takeaway from this is that Blueface got played and he realized it. And he said, I'll take that on the chin. Okay. That was the hurtful shame for him, is that he got played. He was so busy with his tactics and his game and his gaslighting, he didn't even realize you were getting manipulated. Okay. Chrisean is manipulating all of us. And he said her claim to fame is empathy. And what does she always do? What does she always do? She takes the empathy route. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but from what I see, she takes the empathy route. You said he was the one that chose the hospital. Oh, her godmother was the one that chose the hospital. They said the hospital she had the baby wasn't private. Some public hospitals have a private section. Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing it up. She admitted herself to have her 10 men. Okay, because Blue had his 10 women. So she probably said that too. Yeah, y'all. So this is the moment, just one of the moments, right? But this, and you guys heard that in the background. Remember, he had gotten back with Jaden. And remember the drunken nights that they used to have? He used to have her out there rolling all on the ground, being drunk and all that, right? That was Jaden, probably knocked out, probably passed out and snoring. Just FYI, guys, when you heard that snoring in the back. But yeah, y'all, this is what is going, this is what's going down. This is what is happening. Now, what was I going to say? Karlissa goes on, because I think I have one more clip or maybe 2 more clips that I have to show you. let me go ahead and play this where she talks about her relationship now and how they came together for an emergency, because a lot of people were thinking that she wasn't talking to Papa Blue. And she like, hold up, wait a minute. When it comes to emergency, when it comes to our kids, we gonna talk, baby. Okay. When I told him to make his way over to my son's house to hold down the fort and batten down the hatches and make sure people don't steal, kill, or destroy at my son's house while he's away, you gone over there. And guess what? He over there still to this day. To this day. So she like, yeah, when it comes down to it, y'all can believe what y'all want, but I'm gonna talk to my baby daddy. Come hell or high water. Okay. And he done me all kind of wrong. All kind of wrong. And sometimes that's what it takes, y'all. It takes for you to humble yourself for the better of everybody else, especially when there's children involved. And recently they came together at Blueface's restaurant. I think it's called King of Crabs. It's in Santa Clarita. And she arranged for Papa Blue to see Journey, Javon, and there was a little reunion with Jayden. I don't know how they fell out or what happened, but they seemed to kind of hug it out, like semi-hug it out, semi-talk. But he was able to see his grandchildren and also dine with Karlissa. And yeah, I like that flexibility, and it shows a little bit of humility, right? Well, a lot of humility. Sometimes you got to humble yourself in situations like that. And yeah, so let's see. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up this so you guys can hear exactly what she said. Now, like I said, and I'm going to repeat, if Blueface gets out and starts this same freaking hayride again, he jumped on this same bandwagon, boy, I am done. I am done with you. Even if he has a plan or not, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Okay? All right, let me bring this up for you guys. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, I didn't car. And it does seem like part of Chrisean's fanfare is sympathy, you guys. Yeah, she's quick to break down. She's quick to say, jump up, and like her feelings hurt. I'm finna leave. I'm finna go. Girl, you're going to walk out of one too many and threaten one too many people, and ain't nobody going to invite you back. Remember, you need the people at the end of the day. Those numbers don't come from out the air. Those views don't come from out the air, and they don't come from your rich and fancy friends, okay? Celebrities aren't sitting around watching other celebrities, okay? Streamers aren't sitting around watching and supporting other streamers. I'm just letting you know, okay? Content creators are not sitting up supporting like each other, right? I'm not giving your Cash App and your, bro, it comes from the people, the hardworking people. All right, the independents, the business owners, the entrepreneurs, the 9-to-5ers. Okay, the Door Dashers, the Ubers, the people that are working 2 freaking jobs. You'll be amazed on how they support people, because it's the little people that are going to make you or break you. And that's the point. You're going to walk out of one too many interviews and it's going to die down and ain't nobody going to want to talk to you, because your attitude stinks. Okay? The attitude stinks. We're not talking about beauty. We're not talking about talent. We're not talking about potential, because all that is there for Chrisean. But right now, the attitude that she conveys when she goes into these spaces is real gutter snipe. It's real gutter lane. It's gutter lane. All right. I don't want to point to the hills and say all the way up. With the money that she's making, we should be pointing to the hills. When they ask where she is, all the way up. Nothing. We're not pointing out. We point down. into the gutter lane. Okay? Let me go ahead and pull up Karlissa. You guys listen to what Karlissa had to say. Like I said, this was not all aimed at Chrisean. Come full circle. Let me know what you guys think about what Karlissa has to say over here. All right. Yeah, it wasn't all about Chrisean. It sparked it though. Okay. Because girl, why is you throwing your baby daddy under the bus over and over and over and over again? Okay. As a matter of fact, before I even get into Karlissa, because I didn't pull up all of them, but I do have one more where she freaking blames Blueface and throws him up under the bus. Hold on, y'all, before I pull up the last one of them I'm going to show you guys of Karlissa. Because, hold on. You said Jaden stopped talking to Papa Blue because he and Chrisean was cool. Oh, Karlissa was the one who made them reunite again. Oh, okay. Because I wasn't sure. I was like, what happened between them? Okay. And I like the way Jaden is kind of guarded because she's been, it's shady out there. It really is shady out there, but how you're able, this is humility, y'all. When you can humble yourself and apologize, humble yourself and say that you're wrong, humble yourself and bring peace just to, you let the other person win, or you let them think that they won. Because anytime you humble yourself, the other person never wins. Okay, the other person never wins. All right, you're just storing up blessings. So shout out to those who know how to humble themselves. But hold on, y'all, because I said, what did I just say I wanted to show you guys? Oh, hold on. Because let me show you guys this video of Chrisean in another instance among many blaming Blueface. For hitting her. Let me see. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this up. The video that we watched was everything entertainment, you guys. When we watched the first clip of her on the DJ Academics, yeah, that was everything entertainment. And if you guys want to watch that video in its entirety, make your way over to that channel. Hold on, you guys. Here it is. Let me just show you guys this right quick before I take you to which one was it? Okay, we're just gonna play one of these two because Chrisean Rock says Blueface put his hands on her while she was preggo with the baby and wishes she never went back to his house. Okay. Let's just play. I don't know which one it is. Let's just play this one. Hold on. I'm just gonna play this one.
If you move, your stomach gonna bleed. I'm gonna kill this baby. You're gonna be bleeding for a month on schoolyard crib. You're not a crib. That's not crib. Having sex with your homies, the guy that puts you on your road manager, road dog, the first one you call, baby mama, that's not crib. You ain't even get DP'd yet. Posting your son penis, that's not crib. That's a demon. For real, like, then he rode me over with a car. Like, bro, this is all when I was 6 months pregnant. Y'all be trying to say all this to y'all in a situation, my nigga. Like, I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm not embarrassed or nothing. I'm just disappointed in myself because I let a watch and a couple rings made me feel like I had to kiss up to come back to see if I still had that. Like, my best advice for anybody, if you're leaving a situation, leave everything. If the car is in the driveway but the keys on the counter, leave the car, nigga. Leave. leave and don't come back. Don't even dummy yourself down. Like, cause look, you will make a stupid plan in your head. Like, I'm only gonna come for this and do that. I don't really. All right, cool. When I checked the scenery and my stuff where it wasn't even there, oh yeah, I was already on my way out the door, and he knew it. He felt it. So that's when he started like, I paid you $40 to stay in the house. Da-da-da. He felt it like I was already gone. This one trip in Vegas, I was in the corner of the bed. He was beating my body. And then he like, if you move, your stomach gonna bleed. I'm gonna kill this baby. You're gonna be bleeding for a month on schoolyard crib. You're not a crib. That's not crib. Having sex with your homies.
Okay, so not only did she call him GAY, because you just heard it said you slept with the homie that put you on. Like, did I miss that? And girl, was somebody threatening like you gonna bleed? I'm a KILL, you'll unalive your baby. Girl, why you didn't call the popo? Girl, why, even if you didn't do it, okay, let's live up under the snitch rule. Why you didn't get your ass up out of there? Why you didn't follow your own advice, girl? Why did you dumb yourself down? You just said yourself. You dumb yourself down. You make up a stupid plan. When you leave everything and don't come back. But yet, you came back. Yet, you came back. It was because you wanted to. It had nothing to do with jury. It had nothing to do with anything. You always push the blame. You do. And you never reported this. He ran you over with a car at 7 months. This is what needs more attention. Not the fact that you're telling and bashing your baby daddy and telling us all of these things. It is the fact that behooves me that it takes you just now. Your son is damn near 2 years old, and this happened 7 months into the utero, and you're just now telling us you didn't feel it important enough to get away and protect your child and your life at any cost, and it was over a ring and a necklace? Blasphemy. Hogwash. That's a bunch of BS, if you ask me. It's because you wanted to be there for your own selfish, emotional, toxic, dysfunctional reasons. Toxic trauma feeds trauma. And you never followed your own advice. This is why I say this is the contradiction queen. You went back, you had a stupid plan, and you dumbed yourself down. You said it better than I could. You just told on yourself. That's crazy, y'all. Okay? This is what she said Blueface did. It's almost astounding to me that a mother of an unborn child would allow this to go on. But we know that this exists. And that's why we're bringing awareness to that. Somebody would be so cool with this happening to them. Remember, she said he had her in the bed, like in the crack of the bed, and was beating her and hitting her stomach and saying, yeah, you're going to bleed. I'm going to unalive this baby. Are you out of your freaking mind, bitch? Is this what kind of monster that Blueface really is? And you are even more of a monster for allowing it to happen and not saying shit until damn near 2 years later. This is what I tell y'all about people's intent. The intent of the heart. I tell y'all about people's intent. Most of the time, this pertinent, life-changing, life-altering information only comes out on Mad Day. And it's always used as a tool to get back. It's always used to be vindictive, to be spiteful, to be mean, to be vengeful. It's never used for the right reasons. It's never to save the child. And you wonder why we question Is Junior getting the proper care that he needs? Is Junior okay? Does somebody maybe need to kind of intervene? Do we need to have an old school 1990s intervention? I forgot what that used to come on. Intervention used to come on. I forgot what channel that used to come on. You guys remember intervention where they used to gather around and have intervention? I think that would be a great idea. Because this coming out this much later than when it happened is abhorrent. And I don't even know what that word means. It just sounds fucking good. Okay? What are we saying? You said Papa Blue let Javon almost drown. That's when they fell out. Ooh, I don't remember that. Oh, okay. Even though I'm not a Chrisean fan of Chrisean, I think anyone of Blueface family or friends that are cool with Chrisean, Jaden don't want nothing to do with them. And I wouldn't either. She's trying to separate herself because she's reading the room. And if she wasn't before, and I think Jaden has always been a sensible, smart young woman. I don't think she ever has not been, but she's let Blueface get the best of her too. He has another pocket full of batteries. I don't know if they're going to be so effective when he gets out, because I believe that she's a little bit stronger and a little bit smarter and has a little bit bigger support system. And then she has also, along with Blueface's help, got her own wealth. I think she's holding her own out there, and that really strengthens a woman when they're holding their own and they're not attached financially to their spouse or their baby daddy. And I feel like Jaden is in that space. Now, if she goes back, I mean, that's going to be on her, right? We have yet to see, but I'm not going to bet my bottom dollar on it, because they do have to, coexist. Now, whether they do the vertical joyride again, and we've all felt to that, right? Our baby daddy, or what I'm saying, we hop in from time to time. I mean, it's kind of normal, but for Jaden's sake, I hope that she knows how to draw the line and, keep on the path that she's going. I think that's the best thing for her. Okay. You said, Haley, would you want to talk to anyone that associates with that demon? She destroyed Jaden's family. Yeah, she did. She was, and she knew what she was doing, you guys. She manipulated all of us. And do you guys remember when her and Taseki were first coming out? And I think Taseki was like, oh, she used to practice in the mirror crying. Remember that? You guys remember? I tried to find a little clip, but I couldn't find it. But there was a little clip out there. I'm not sure if it was Jaden. I mean, Taseki saying it or Chrisean herself. But she was saying how she was gonna, make it, and she was practicing crying. And y'all, set up queen, and this is what they're calling her. Okay, I don't know. I call her, contradiction. The contradiction queen, because she will say one thing and freaking do another. Like we just saw, you guys just saw that she called out us. She called us out for the very things that she just did. You said he was beating my body. She's using all trigger words. This girl loves putting horrible lies on people. Exactly. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I don't believe it. And I believe if you're a compulsive liar, you can lie easy. You can lie very, very easy. If you're always used to lying and being manipulative, that's what manipulation is, lying. Right? That's what manipulation is, lying. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Karlissa's last clip that I'm going to show you. No hospital visits or nothing after getting ran over by a car and having your body beat. Exactly, girl. Like where? Where do they do that at? Shame on you. Okay, fuck Blueface. But shame on you. Shame on you. Just like if Blueface didn't protect you, it would be shame on him. You don't protect your child, it's shame on you. You're the woman. You're the nurturer. You're the bearer of the children. So I blame you. You were the vessel that child was growing in. You were responsible for your own body. Now, I don't say that Blueface wasn't a negative influence, okay? But like I told you guys, he could have easily told her, hey, you can't drink, blah, 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 whatever. But we seen you too many times, bro, writing a picture with her, writing a video with her. There's no denying that. But like I said, even if he were to say something like that, she still could go in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Catch an Uber to the liquor store, go over a friend's house, go out and eat. I mean, there's a number of ways. While he's gone, you know, doing his vacation, doing his concert or whatever, she could be drinking secretly, but without him knowing, sneaking in the bathroom. You know, there was no way to stop. You can't stop anyone from abusing their own bodies. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up this last clip from Karlissa. Hold on. And there's some life lessons that Karlissa has learned, and I feel that she's simply sharing with us. And that's why another thing that I wanted to pass on to you, like I said, you know, don't shoot the messenger, whether you love or hate the messenger. And as long as there's no ill will, I'm not telling y'all to listen to demons just because they're telling the truth. But I don't believe Karlissa to be an evil person. I don't believe her to be, you know, out here, you know, being on demon time at all. Okay, so let me go ahead and, like I tell you guys, good people can be bad too. It's all how you bounce back. It's all how you choose the better route. It's all how you better yourself, right? And choose righteousness. And righteousness just means, it doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean walking around being a Bible thumper. It doesn't mean being a Jesus freak. Righteousness just means you want to do right naturally. Naturally, you just want to do right. Okay, you want to be of a good person. You want to be of good cheer. You want to be good to people. All right, that's what righteousness means to me. Okay, I know we go a little bit deeper, but just on the surface, without getting too religious, that's what righteousness is, guys. It's just wanting to do the right thing. All right. And what you do when you think no one's watching. Okay. Or what you do when no one's watching. Or you think. I'll put think back in it because there's so many cameras and shit around here, boy. All right, you guys, hold on. I don't know why it's saying it's having trouble sharing this. Let me try it one more time, you guys. Thank you, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, you guys. And if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Okay, hold on. Let me try to do it one more time. Maybe. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if I can share it this time. Oh God, why is it saying it's having trouble sharing it, y'all? Let me try. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh no, this is a clip. Let me try one more time, you guys. Hold on. Let me try this one more time. I don't know why it won't come up. What did you say, Haley? You said Chrisean has never said that about Blueface because people are blaming her for her baby's health. She's putting the blame on Blueface. Yeah. Let me see if y'all can hear this. Hold on. Because I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this if I don't share it. Because it's not letting me share for some reason. Hold on, y'all. Let me try this one more time. For some reason, it don't want to share it. But what I'm going to do is see if y'all can still hear it. Oh, you said Jay not leaving Blueface. Yeah, I, there's gonna be some type of relationship. I just hope he don't take her back under. That's all. I just hope he can't take her. In a way, she's not gonna be able to help it. Now, what I want to ask you guys is, where do you think Blueface is gonna land? Where do you think he's gonna live? Okay. You think he's gonna go back with Jaden and stay in her spizzity? Because I'm sure he has something to do with her getting that. He helped her. Come on now, y'all. If not financially, some kind of damn way. All right. Some kind of damn way. He done helped her ass. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna go back to go stay with Jaden, or if he gonna get his spotlight. Karlissa was saying, oh, over there, that house, that's just the shelter. We move people in, get them on their feet, move them out. Papa Blue is over there to, make sure that he curates everything. But Blueface may get him a little condo or a little penthouse somewhere. So I don't know, if he's going to get his own spot. Is he going to go back to the spot where Papa Blue at? Is he going to stir the pot, y'all. He ain't just going to make a clean getaway and go to Miami and be in some spot somewhere without no friction, without no chaos and confusion. No, he may be chaos and confusion adjacent, but there's going to be some chaos and confusion. Okay. He ain't just going to run off to the Maldives and shit and just live peacefully. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Let's go ahead and get into this clip. I finally got it up. You guys take a listen.
Slept with two of my niggas, tried to sleep with my husband, and then you gonna tell my kids you didn't call the popo before you did all that dirt. Y'all some weirdos. But anyway, y'all keep bashing y'all baby daddies, and hopefully y'all have one when y'all need one. Hopefully he's at y'all kids' graduation, bar mitzvah, when they get married. Hopefully he walks them down the aisle. Hopefully he's the best man. Hopefully y'all can find y'all kids' fathers when y'all having emergencies. Because when I had an emergency, I called Jonathan to go up over there and stay with my son. And guess what? He been up over there ever since. And that nigga done did me dirty before when we was together. But I still could call on him. So y'all go ahead and keep thinking shit is funny. And the truth will just continue to keep coming out, because y'all the same motherfuckers who hyped us up and made us believe wasn't nothing wrong in the first place. Remember when they was like, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. Y'all lying. Had me believing the shit. Oh, they lying. Ain't nothing. Everything is Gucci. Y'all over here. Y'all. I don't know what kind of people y'all is, but y'all scare me. Then y'all get on here and be like, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God's children, we take accountability. We take accountability. You know why we take accountability? Because it's part of repentance. Accountability is repentance. Okay? We take accountability. Okay? Could I have been a better mother when I was 17? Absolutely. Even though I was 17, I still can't be like, oh, it was because I was 17. No, bitch, you still made that decision to have that kid, and you still made that decision to do the things that you did. Take accountability. That's part of repentance. If you go look up the definition of repentance, it's accountability. In order to repent, you have to accept full responsibility, and then you ask for forgiveness. You can't just be like, oh, forgive me for smoking them blunts and that weed and that crack. Forgive me, Lord. Accountability is what keeps you from smoking that crack and that weed again. Otherwise, you're going to do it again. Okay? So I hope y'all all learn accountability is repentance. That's a good word for the day. Yes, ma'am.
And that's exactly what I was going to touch on. Basically, that is repenting. Like a lot of times people say, well, if you say, Lord, forgive me for my sins right before you die, you'll be saved. That's not true. That's not true, because you have to actually mean it. Remember, God goes by the intent of your heart. He doesn't go by the words that are coming out of your mouth. He goes by the intent of your heart. So he's going to know if you're just saying that just to be saved at the last minute, but you really don't mean it. And that's kind of what Karlissa is saying. You can't just say, oh, God, forgive me for doing this and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah, and smoking that blunt, drinking that. And you're supposed to be forgiven. No. You need to confess with your mouth, meaning that you're going to say exactly what you did. You're going to repent, meaning that, please forgive me, I won't do it again. And you don't do it again. Right? You walk away from that, or you try your best not to do it again. Because I know a lot of times we fall back into the same patterns and same sins, and we repeat those. Sometimes they're a way of life, and we don't even know that we're doing it. But this is the point that she's trying to make, okay? And a lot of people try to play on that, right? With Christianity, and all you have to do is right before you die, like a mass murderer who just red rum 15 people in a building can just be, oh, before I die, oh Lord, please forgive me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. And you're automatically forgiven. No, that's not how it works. God is going to go by the intent of your heart. So let's listen.
Ma'am, you feel me? Because how you asking for forgiveness and praying, he can't hear you. He cannot hear you. God cannot hear you. So that's not who blessing y'all. When you get on here and you lie, cheat, and steal, and that's your motivation in your mind when you sit down to do an interview, he can't bless you. He can't hear you. And for people around you, your family, your friends, to just be laughing and thinking that shit is cute, they don't have no love for you. They want you to rise off of bullshit again, knowing that bullshit don't hold you up. Shit falls, okay? You can sit in shit and it's going to keep falling. It's shit, okay? If that were my sister or my friend or my child, I'd be like, hold your head up, bitch. Take accountability for that shit. Tell them, fuck them. You don't got to change no diaper. You don't got to feed them. You don't got to clothe them. What the fuck I did is my business, and I'm taking a full accountability. That's what grown women, that's what people around you should be telling. Because that's what I would have told you. I take full responsibility.
Y'all, I didn't mean to take that down, okay? She got a little more to say, but I do believe that there are a few people that are on Chrisean's side that have told her. We've heard them on video. Now, people wonder and ask, well, did they do it just because they knew they were on air? Or did they really mean it? And I honestly believe there's at least one or two people from the Dorsey Malone clan, including her friends, maybe her inner circle. There's somebody over there that is trying to talk sense into Chrisean. The thing is, she's not listening to anybody. So even if she did have somebody over there, right, batting for the good guys, Chrisean has to be receptive in taking the advice or listening to. She doesn't seem to trust anyone. She doesn't seem to respect anyone enough that she can't lean on someone else's understanding, right? Of the situation, not lean, because you're not even supposed to lean on your own understanding, but God's. But you guys understand what I'm saying? The people that are around her that are concerned. It doesn't seem like she trusts or respects anybody enough, or maybe it's just a mechanism that Chrisean has, and she just don't listen to nobody. I mean, hard head makes it soft. You know what? Right? You know? You said Jaden's going to sleep with him behind closed doors. He and Chrisean are going to find a way to make money. I don't know where Angela is going to stand. Well, I mean, Karlissa just said that he met her in middle school, or I think in 9th grade. So she's been around just before Jaden. Okay, just FYI. I mean, Karlissa let that out, that Angela was there before Jayden. Okay, and she's probably going to be there after. I mean, if she ain't went nowhere by now. And also, Karlissa goes on to name the biggest supporters of Blueface right now is, I think, his daddy. I think she said his daddy and Angela. She really likes Angela. She fancies Angela. She takes delight in Angela. Okay, she even went as far to tell us that Angela's out of the country. She went on some type of an excursion, some type of vacation, and that's why she ain't been kicking up dust right here on these social media streets, because the woman is out of the country, enjoying life and not worrying about what's going on in my chat. And if I could choose to be in another country enjoying life, I wouldn't be in my chat either with y'all, right? So, that's what's going on with Angela. I don't think she's going anywhere. You've been there since the 9th grade, girl. You've been there since before Jayden, and Jayden ain't going nowhere. Angela sure in the hell ain't going nowhere. She one of the biggest supporters. See, she moves in silence. She'll pop out every now and then, but she definitely moves in silence, and I prefer it that way. And I think that's why she's one of Blueface's favorites, because she don't say shit. And she's with the shit. You feel me? Real bad boys move in silence. Okay? You ain't got to be out here and be out and loud and, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that. Let's listen to what she had to say. Sorry, y'all. She only got about 30 seconds left, but I want y'all to hear. Hold on.
For all my shit. Y'all heard my kids talking, oh, she's a hoe, bitch. I did it to feed you, but did it make it right? No. And I repented for that. And guess what? I was delivered from it. I didn't go, you lying. They lying on me. I didn't do nothing nasty to feed my kids. They lying. Girl, put your big pennies on and take accountability and move the fuck on. The more you lie, cheat, and steal, the more they gonna talk about you.
Okay, so you guys heard what Karlissa had to say. You guys let me know what you think about what she said. She did talk about, bashing and women that bash their baby daddy. She goes on to also say that she lets us know who's in Blueface's corner. People like Angela, and I think she said Papa Blue. The truth will always come out is another point that Karlissa is trying to make. And she pushes the narrative of Chrisean bashing Blueface and then hollering Jesus in the same breath. Okay. Now, you heard her say at 17 she became pregnant. And she seems to take accountability for the wrong that she's done and the wrong that she's been. And what more do you want from a person? Do y'all want blood? Do y'all want us to crucify her? You just let me know. Because I don't think that we have the right to hold someone's past against them. I mean, in real life. Or even judge them on where they are now. Because if they're showing something different then from where they are now, I think that counts for something. But if you're showing me the same old thing, the same old song, the same old circus, that's when I have a problem. And I don't think this is the instance for what we're talking about when we're talking about Karlissa. I don't think she's in that same space anymore. All right. Now, Big Van Dan, you said it's crazy how people forget Chrisean tortured Jayden when she was pregnant. Chrisean talked about Jayden's kids, and so did her fans. Now it's kids off limits. No, it's kids off limits when you're putting down that child or talking bad or wishing, ill will towards the situation. But when we're talking about attention and proper care in bringing awareness to the hashtag Save Junior, I think it's valid. Okay? Until it's backwards. Until it's backwards. Shout out to Big Band Dan. Thank you so much for being in the chat and giving us your POV. Much appreciated. You say Chrisean listens to her fans. So if her fans start to tell her the right things, then she'll start to do the right things. But girl, do you know her fans? Do you know? Wait. Do you know who her fans are? There's a sector of her fans that are Delulu. Okay? They are Delulu. These are the flying monkeys and the yes men and the go along to get along, the people that refuse to hop off the bandwagon. Okay. And what do I mean by that? Well, you can tell the difference. These bandwagoners, the ones that we need to really watch out for, one or three things. They support what she does because either they do it themselves, they don't see anything wrong with it, or they want to go along to get along. Those are the only people that are going to support her BS. Right? And who are her core fans? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I mean, I know it's not me. I'm just a spectator. She doesn't make her music for me. She doesn't go live for me. I'm not a generation. She does this for her peers. Let's make that perfectly clear. I'm on the sidelines, baby. Like I don't really play. I'm a spectator, baby. But her fans, the large majority of them, are children. Teenagers, even tweeners. And God forbid that she takes any advice from them. And that's the scary part. The people that are following her, that want to be like her, are either in one of those two situations. Either they're the fans that she went to go perform for in high school. She went to a high school, you guys, where they knew all about her and were screaming her name. How scary is that? Right? I mean, the gamut run. She has really supporters, not really fans, but supporters of all ages. Okay? Me and my big old age was in support of Chrisean. So, I'm not just going to blame it on the youth, but some of us are just spectators. Okay? She's not going to listen to us anyway. But how scary is that if she were to listen to the bulk of her fans, like the core fans that make up her fan base are children, y'all. We just have to come to grips, right? We have to remember back when we were tweens, right? When we were teenagers, we were liking people that were singing Usher and all these people that we were liking that were decades, some of us older than us. But we had their poster on our wall. We knew all the words to their songs, even if we didn't understand them, right? We were children. And we would get our parents to do what? Buy the posters, take us to the concerts, buy the t-shirts, right? It goes all the way back to Elvis Presley. You guys check it out. They always target the children. It's been since Elvis Presley. Yeah, goes deeper, y'all. It does. It really does. We're not even going to get that far in, okay? But yeah, y'all. So this is what she had to say. Oh, Angela's back in LA. Yeah, so this is some of the things that she had to say. Oh, you said you can't wait. When Blueface come out, it's going to be on and cracking. I can tell you that right now. I mean, I hope that he keeps it, cordial and don't get too gangsta out here, because at the end of the day, I want them to make the right choices, because you can still make a bag and you can still be messy and not be messy, right? You guys know what I mean. Chrisean used to bash Blueface before she was prego, and when she was prego too, and the next day or the same night, she would sleep with them. Exactly. And that has been like the, so I don't know what's going to happen, y'all, when he gets out, but I showed y'all when he figured this out. And like I said, y'all, most of the time when we make our mistakes, for a lot of people, it's lust driven. on top of being a control freak and ego driven. Okay. But Chrisean manipulates people, including Blueface. And she used him. Like I said, Blueface it definitely exploited her, saw her as a bag, and took full advantage and made them both a bag. That's the thing about it. He made both of them a bag. But like I said, we're not handing out angel wings here, guys. All right? We're not hanging out angel wings. And the web of lies that Chrisean often tells, just like he said, her claim to fame is sympathy. And Blueface, most of all, got bamboozled. You got bamboozled. Why you say you thought he was already out of jail, girl? Don't say that. Don't say that now. Don't say that. But Blueface he got bamboozled. You were so busy trying to pull one over on her and feed your ego, okay, that you got bamboozled. Never. You did, boy. Now we got to see what your comeback is going to be. Are you going to be smarter than the average bear? Or are you going to fall back? Because ain't no coochie that good enough. I'm sorry. Okay? Ain't no coochie, ain't no D out here that ain't no vertical joyride worth that. Being in that entanglement. Okay? I'm going to call that a straight entanglement. All right? But like I said, y'all, lust is the easiest access and the mindset is the battlefield. And I have a video that kind of brings that home. And I want to show you guys something before I show you guys something. Okay? Because I'm about to show you something else that's not even in the title, but it has a lot to do with the point that I'm trying to bring home. Hold on, you guys. Let me see if I can find this right quick for you guys. And yeah, I found this video that pretty much drives home and says it better than I ever could. Because y'all know, you guys know, I go spiritual first and then I branch out. Okay, so forgive me for that. But I feel like I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. Holla if you hear me. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm putting down, but some people are in this world and some people are of this world. I feel like I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. And a lot of things I look at the spiritual first because I know that everything that we see in the physical stems from spiritual warfare in the things that I cover, because it's always calamity going on. Okay. We bring the good up out of it and we kind of bring a sense of awareness and some type of educational points that we can take with us into our real lives. But at the end of the day, I cover the madness and mayhem that's out here in these social media streets. Okay? All right. And I know it comes from spiritual warfare first. So let me go ahead and share this clip with you that can say it better than I ever could. All right? This is just a piece of me, you guys. I'm just sharing with you guys. All right? Hold on. You guys take a listen.
And 3 things. 1. People can't reach you. He'll send 3 things. 1. He'll send a monitoring spirit. Someone placed in your life to block your growth. And here's the catch. It's usually the last person you'd expect. 2. He'll send distractions. It could be a substance you can't seem to shake, or a job that drains your soul. But you stay because it's safe. All of it keeping you stuck. 3. The big one. He'll send a relationship you don't even need. One that pulls you in with temptation, usually in the form of lust. Because lust is the easiest doorway. And this is the truth no one tells you. The real battleground is your mind. If you guard your mind, you control your life.
I don't know if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. But these are some of the very things that we battle with every day. These are some of the very things that we see every time I come live and bring you a story. Tell me I'm lying. relationship that you didn't even ask for. Lust is the easiest way in. It's often the last person that you would expect. That means they're from your inner circle. Someone that you're close to, just waiting for the chance to lay you out like a rug. The distraction. So much so to where you become stuck. It has people around you asking the question, well, why is she with them? Well, why did she go back? Well, if this is true, if this is going on, right?
If the devil can't reach you, he'll send three things. 1. He'll send a monitoring spirit, someone placed in your life to block your growth. And here's the catch. It's usually the last person you'd expect. 2. He'll send distractions. It could be a substance you can't seem to shake, or a job that drains your soul, but you stay because it's safe. All of it keeping you stuck. 3. The big one. He'll send a relationship you don't even need, one that pulls you in with temptation, usually in the form of lust, because lust is the easiest doorway, and this is the truth no one tells you. The real battleground is your mind. If you guard your mind, you control your life.
Okay, you guys, so in a roundabout way, that kind of drives home my point. Now, Karlissa talked about how some women bash their baby daddies. And when I think about that, I think about a woman robbing their kids of a relationship with their father. And I think that's a travesty. I mean, outside of an abusive man that's just, you know what I'm saying, just ripping and roaring and just, busting you in your mouth. And, besides that, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about women that get on here and bash good men that may have flaws. And I'm not talking about DB, y'all. Okay. I think it's a travesty. And then you bums burn your bridges with the same person you loved and trusted enough to let him get you pregnant. Even in the vicinity of it. I know it's an accident. We didn't mean to. Plan B, baby, would have solved everybody's problem from the get-go. If Plan B would have been introduced within the first 72 hours of Chrisean and Blueface's escapade in and around the time that Junior was conceived, we wouldn't be here today. With all of the access that we have, and I'm not encouraging anybody to, go against their beliefs or even, get rid of a child. I'm just saying. Plan B in a lot of ways. I mean, Plan B literally, like over the counter Plan B, and then a Plan B, y'all. Nobody had a Plan B. And then you go and burn the bridges, right? You decided to make a choice and have a baby. With all the alternatives, there's no excuses, right? And then you fall out with your partner in crime, but you're scared to snitch. I don't get it. Right? But you guys will drag your choice of men to the point where you leave his bones on the front porch of the popos. I mean, Chrisean literally invited the authorities to do a raid on Blueface's freaking jail cell. Did y'all miss that? Did y'all miss that? Right? Y'all, I don't know what else to say, right? Now, let's go ahead and get into the last clip, because in this last clip, Karlissa checks Chrisean for trying to blame Blueface for Junior's condition. And when he was hitting her is the reason why Junior might be suffering, right? From the complications of drinking and puffing on blunts like a grown-ass Crip. And God knows what else. Okay? And if we are to pay attention to anything in that medical leak, there were pills and potions involved with this. Girl, please. Girl, please. Hold on, you guys. I have one more clip for you. Hold on. Let me see. And you guys make sure you guys smash that like button, you guys. Share out this live. And if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. All right. Hold on, y'all. This is one more clip that I want to show you. I had to clip this down because her live. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. I got one more clip that I want to show you guys. And then her talking about how setting up your loved ones is not cool. Girl. Y'all set up y'all baby daddies every day that y'all come out here and just blast them and put all their business out on the street, when you really putting your business out on the street. You're really making yourself look bad, right? Because you were around and you made the decision to stick around, and you was around for all this BS. Like, make it make sense. But you know what they say. You let someone talk long enough, they'll tell on themselves. And I think that's what we're seeing, y'all. All right. So you guys go ahead and take a look, listen to this last clip, and I'll be right back with my commentary, guys.
If somebody else is, possibly, thank you. I don't. You cut him off because he said he was going to call CPS on Jaden. You can ask Jonathan Daddy. Y'all might have thought we didn't fucking talk to each other that whole time, but you's a motherfucking lie. If my son is in trouble, me and Jonathan Daddy gonna talk. Now, do we have our moments where we not feeling each other? Abso-fucking-lutely. But we like brothers and sisters in this bitch about our kid. Okay, we like brothers and sisters. We will remain brothers and sisters in this bitch about our kids. Okay, we was married when we had Jonathan. We was married. We wasn't just fucking, we wasn't just friends. That was my husband. Jonathan is not a bastard child. Okay? And his mama checks on him about Jonathan just like my parents check on me about my kids. If Jonathan mama tell him to jump, if Big John mama tell him to jump about Jonathan, he gonna jump. Because she still helps Jonathan too. Now you see what I'm talking about? Jonathan grandma, Pamela, she tattooed on his wrist right here. So the lady that say Pamela on his wrist, that's his mama. That's his other grandmama, his daddy mama. Now you see why you don't play with your family? You gonna need them people. If you don't fuck with them, make them your brother, your cousin. Now y'all best friends or something. But don't do your baby daddy in. That's your child's father. I don't even got no friends, and all my friends, they baby daddy done got on their nerves. I don't even have no friends that was never ever that way to their baby father. Like, you's a bitter motherfucker if you just let your baby father, your child's father, just because y'all don't get along, if you just try to flush that person down the toilet. I know they delusional, but that's okay. That's okay. One thing that God promised us, he promises us that the truth will always come out. You can count on that. I'm 53 years old, ho. Anything I done did done came out. It's going to come out. The truth always come out. Now you wonder why I always tell on myself? I tell on myself before I tell you. Bitch, I got hemorrhoids. Now let that motherfucker try to tell you about my hemorrhoids. Okay? He'll just be telling you what I already told you.
And that is what you call the Eminem effect. All right? Telling yourself before somebody else do. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to put it back up there.
I take full accountability for these hemorrhoids, okay? I had 3 kids at a very early age. I started at 17. Them motherfuckers was heavy as fuck, almost 8 pounds each. Almost 8 pounds each. And I ate like a racehorse. And they was heavy. And they felt like they was coming out. And when I took a walk, when I took a shit, they felt like they was going to come out my ass, okay? I was 115 pounds when I got pregnant with that first baby. I was almost 200 pounds by the time I got done. I'll tell you my own business. I don't need a motherfucker to tell my business because ain't no shame in my motherfucking game. And that's how you hoes need to start being, okay? Don't get on here talking about, oh, I think it was because me and my baby daddy was fighting. That's what happened to my baby. If you know that ain't what the fuck happened, I get on this motherfucker right now and be like, yep, I was young, dumb, full of cum. I had a couple drinks, a couple backwoods. Shit got fucked up, but I'm handling it. And I'm doing the best I fucking can. Take it or leave it.
And that's exactly what Chrisean needs to do. We're not going to be satisfied with nothing less than you coming and confessing with your mouth what we saw. I was smoking big blunts. I was drinking like a sailor and cussing like one too. All right. I was acting like Willie the Wino out here. Like I wasn't carrying a whole child. Like I wasn't responsible for making sure that the environment that my baby developed in was it at the optimum health. As healthy as I could make. Your body is your temple. And what is more important than bringing life into this world for a woman? What is more important when you are bringing life into this world? I'm not saying that every woman should want a child. Some women don't want children. Some women have children and don't want children. Right? That's a whole nother conversation. But we're not going to accept anything less. So I don't know when this is going to happen. But those are the words that we need to hear coming out your mouth.
That's what I would do before I blamed another motherfucker for the fucking paperwork to come out and y'all to be like, well, you know, I was just saying hypothetically. Like, you bitches is weirdos, and I can't stand none of y'all. I'm about to get off Instagram because I hate how dumb y'all fucking are. That's how I hate how dumb y'all are to y'all kids' father. I hear y'all, I see y'all. Fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. Then the first thing y'all say when the lady done put the kids in the hot car, where the daddy was at? Where they daddy at? Bitch, the bitch ran the motherfucker offline on the motherfucker every week, and he don't want no parts of her or them motherfucking kids. That's where he at. He done did 6, 7, 8 years in the pen for getting into it with the bitch and her dogging him out. And he don't want no parts of that shit no more. He's scared. He trying to live a life, the rest of his life out. The first thing y'all want to say, soon as a bitch can't take it or she homeless, where they daddy at? You know where the fuck the daddy's at. Y'all ran the motherfuckers off. I ain't never been that bitter in my life. I thank God. Even to my friends. Even if my friend whooped my ass, girl, oh, you got it. You got it. Go on down the road. Leave me alone. I go on my side, you stay on your side. I never try to lock my fucking friend up for 10 years because she whooped my ass. Bitch, you know what you did as a friend. You know you deserve that shit.
Okay, you guys. So you heard what Karlissa had to say. You guys let me know what you guys think about that. Now, Blueface is doing his time, okay? And he's paying his debt to society. And you may not think so. You may want your baby daddy to stay in jail forever, but that ain't how the game go, Bookie. You can't change the rules, okay? And as long as you keep trying, you're going to stay in the gutter lane. Now, Karlissa points to the fact that Blueface is in jail. Well, she didn't do it on this video, but there is an assumption. Well, she did insinuate, but she did say it, as a matter of fact, that the reason why Blueface is in jail is because of Chrisean. Now, I don't know if I all the way agree with that. Hold on, y'all. I don't know if I all the way agree with that, but I do believe that it's partly responsible for the reason why he's in there, right? Wasn't there an incident that happened in Vegas? Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to this article so I can show you guys exactly why Blueface is behind bars, because a lot of people seem to think that it's just because of Chrisean, okay? And at the end of the day, everyone is going to take accountability, whether you were coerced, whether you were tricked, whether you were manipulated. You decided, you are the master of your choices. You decided to go along to get along. You decided to involve yourself in this situation. So we're not in any way taking away any accountability, but I do want to make a point that she is only part of the reason why he's was sentenced to 4 years. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into that so I can just show you guys. Okay. Now, why is Blueface behind bars right now? That's a simple enough question, right? Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And find out why Blueface was handed a 4-year prison sentence. Was it all on Chrisean? Oh, hold on, y'all. I always forget this shit in this pot. drink. Hold on, y'all. I done made me some tea, and that shit is super, super hot. I ain't even gonna drink that right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this article right quick, you guys. So we can find out exactly Blueface locked up. Just a drag. We ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? We need to figure it out. It's not for his involvement with Chrisean, okay? Because, like I said, they both made these decisions together. They're toxic together. I mean, it'll be even worse if they decide to make it work again. Like, I don't know. You can't tell people what to do. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up. And this is August 11th of last year. And what is this, Fox 11? I think this is Fox 11, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up this article for you so we can really look and visualize why he locked up, okay? All right. What's up to Cheryl? She said only Blueface. What did you say? All right, so let me go ahead. Like I said, this article was posted or updated August 11th of 2024. Los Angeles rapper Blueface has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. The Los Angeles native, whose real name is Jonathan Porter, was sentenced for violating his probation in connection with the 2021 assault of a security guard at a North Hollywood lounge. Okay, that didn't have nothing to do with Chrisean. All right, we have to forget that Blueface was kind of on his own trajectory to the slam. He's kind of on his own crash course, y'all. All right. We cannot blame everything, but they fed off each other. They were each other's biggest problems. They were each other's biggest downfalls. If you guys can understand that, okay? Now, is this a? Oh no, I was gonna be like, is this a video? All right. Now let's go ahead and get into this article. Now, according to TMZ, his manager Whack 100 told TMZ Hip Hop that he was able to get Blue's sentencing suspended for the past few years. But after he was caught with drug paraphernalia, a judge was forced to hand him the maximum sentence. Okay. Now, he may have been doing Dre's or with Chrisean, but nobody held a GU into your head, brother. I think you had your own pocket full of pills and potions. All right. And you have a propensity to, I mean, you got a Hennessy ball. All right. When did we not see you with Hennessy with a chaser? Like y'all was like the Hennessy with the chaser, the Hennessy with the Sprite, the Hennessy with the Gatorade, the Hennessy with the Canada Dry. Y'all don't remember when, you don't remember when she hollered for the Canada Dry at the Screamers or wherever she was at? Like, we know how y'all rock. Okay, so you're not blaming that on Chrisean. Okay, so far, she may have had a hand in it, but this is not because of Chrisean, bruh. You were on your own crash course. Let's keep reading. Wack told TMZ that he's confident Blue will be home in roughly 10 months. And it's going on a year. If he was arrested last year, I don't even know when he went in, to be honest. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry. I think I paused it. Now let's see. Already having served 440 days. So he was already in there for 365 days. He was in there for a year and some months already, right? Now, in a video posted online, his father fought back tears as he shared the news of his son's sentencing. Blueface was arrested and booked into Van Nuys jail on January 12th of 2024. Okay, so January 12th of 2024 to January 12th of 2025. Oh, yeah. In January, yeah. In January, it will be 2 years. So that's right. All right. Now, according to jail records, he's currently locked up at the Men's Central Jail in downtown LA. I think he's been moved since then. Okay, I think he's been moved. I'm not sure, but we know he locked up. Okay. In addition to his charges in California, Blueface was arrested for robbery on June the 8th of 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is accused of having taken a woman's cell phone at the Palms Casino on May 29th. Porter is currently facing charges of attempted red rum for a separate October 2022 incident. And we are going to clarify that, okay? We need to clarify that. Because if something has been dropped, you're no longer accused of it, all right? Meanwhile, Blue's former girlfriend and mother of his son, Chrisean Rock, well, we know she spent time behind bars, okay, in Oklahoma over UGG charges, okay? Now, let's go ahead and look into these incidences that happened on, let's see, June 8th of 2023. We know that involved Chrisean. He had an incident what else was it? Let's go ahead and look because I pulled him up. Connection with an assault of a security guard at a North Hollywood lounge in 2021. Let's go ahead and look into these, okay? Let me go ahead and bring this down. Thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out. Thank you guys for being in the chat. Not even just that she needed to confess that her mama never probably taught her about ex-ed and how UGG affect babies. Exactly. Welcome, Cheryl 007. Thank you, Whitney, for that. You said if only Blueface was the bio father. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's still floating in the air, you guys. But we're resting assured because we don't know what Blueface has in store. But if he like it, we love it. Okay, he's not denying the baby. I did a live talking about how he wanted to adopt as well. Okay, hold on. Adopt Bonnie Lachey's child. Let me see, you guys. Let me remove this and bring up this other article so we can really get into what Blueface was into and why exactly he's behind bars. It's not just because of the incident that happened to with Chrisean Rock. Okay, now that might have been the icing on the cake. That might have been the cherry on the top because that's the last incident. I don't know if the last incident was that or him being caught with UGG paraphernalia. But either way it goes, all right, it's Chrisean adjacent. So it's not good. Let me go ahead and bring up this other article so we can find out exactly what happened with Blueface's legal troubles, you guys, okay? Let's see. And he's got a lot on his plate that had nothing to do with Chrisean, okay? They both out here tripping. They both out here tripping. Like, well, it was tripping. We don't know, okay? Because we see what Chrisean did after her bout being locked up, but we don't know exactly what. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. We don't know exactly what Blueface is. You know what I'm saying? What he gonna do when he get out? We definitely just have to wait and see. We can all guess and speculate and come up with, you know, conclusions, but I'd rather just wait. It's going to be one or two things. Either you're going to fall back into the same, you know what I'm saying, vicious cycle, or he's going to move on and be a better person. I don't know, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on, guys. Now what happened to it? Okay. Let's get into Blueface's legal troubles. Let me let it pop up first because sometimes I lose it when I try to bring it over to you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday. Happy Friday, you guys. It is currently 1:38 right here p.m. on the West Coast. Let me know what time it is in your neck of the woods. I mean, represent your state, represent your city, rep your hood. Just let me know, okay? It's all about engagement. And I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I wanted you guys to come with me and clock this T. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this up so you guys can see it as well. All right. Let me move this out the way. All right, so now let me go ahead and read this for you guys. It may be a little small. I might be able to bring it up a little bit. Now, as of August 1st of 2025, rapper Blueface, whose real name is Jonathan Jamal Porter, is facing several legal troubles having involved. Oh, no, not this one yet. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is not the one I want to bring up. I want to bring up his legal troubles and then get to his. Hold on, you guys. That's the wrong one. Let me bring up the other one that I wanted you guys to see. It looks like I could just clip on it, right? Hold on. Let me bring up the robbery charges that he has on him first. That he was arrested for on June 8th. Now, let me make sure I share this with you guys and bring this up so you guys can see it as well. So you have to tell yourself, because when people telling you, they ask stuff, they had it happen just to make it look more extravagant. Okay, hold on, you guys. Welcome, Gloria. She said, stop bashing Chrisean. It goes both ways. Definitely, girl. It definitely goes both ways. That's why we are bashing Blueface right now. We're going through the record. And thank you so much for showing up in the chat. You're totally right. That's why we're going through his record. And the first two reasons why he's locked up for 4 years has absolutely nothing to do with Chrisean. Okay? This is his own doing. So shout out to Gloria. Thank you so much for joining us. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull this up and let me read this. Now, Blueface was arrested, June 8th. Hold on, y'all. So there was one more I wanted you guys to see. Maybe it's not up here. Well, let's just go over this one because the other one, I guess I don't have it. All right, now this is the incident that happened with Chrisean. Okay, so let's just go ahead and look at this. All right, Blueface was arrested for robbery on June 8th of 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, rapper Blueface was arrested on a felony robbery charge in Las Vegas on June the 7th of 2023. The arrest occurred while he was appearing in court for a separate attempted red rum case. The robbery charge stemmed from an incident that happened at Palms Casino on May 29th. Where he was accused of taking a woman's cell phone. Blueface's attorney stated that the incident involved a fan filming his longtime friend, Chrisean Rock, with a cell phone. According to the arrest report, the woman in question allegedly insulted Blueface, and his girlfriend then punched her before Blueface grabbed her phone. He posted a $20,000 bond and was released, with a court hearing for the robbery charge scheduled for June 8th of 2023. I don't know what that meant, but okay. So this is the incident I think that maybe kind of put the icing on the cake. But remember the other incidences that he had, the attempted red rum, and the other charge had absolutely nothing to do, as far as I'm seeing, with Chrisean. Okay. Now, what legal troubles does Blueface face coming out of this? Okay, since he's been sentenced to 4 years, he's probably going to do. I guess he was set to get out in July. Something happened where they found some type of contraband or some type of illegal substance, or something went wrong, and they added time. So we're thinking maybe October-ish, November-ish, December-ish. I don't know. He may make it a full 2 years and get out in January. But I know he's going to be coming home soon. All right. But what does Blueface face once he gets out? All right. He still has legal troubles, you guys. It's not over. So let's go ahead and get into this. Hold on. Let me see if I can just pull it up and show you guys. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and see what awaits Blueface once he gets out into this free world, you guys. Because, yeah, He's still facing a lot of legal problems. Okay. I mean, but there's nothing like freedom. I'm sure he's going to be very, very happy to be out. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not over. Okay. He has a different battle once he gets out. And I hope he doesn't add a toxic relationship to that mix, whether it's Chrisean, whether it's Jaden, whether it's one of his other women that is in his harem. I don't know. He doesn't need to take the toxic route. I don't give a fuck who it is. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. I'll blow it up a little bit so you guys can see. Now, as of August the 1st of 2025, rapper Blueface, whose real name is Jonathan Jamal Porter, is facing several legal troubles and has been involved in multiple lawsuits, you guys. All right? Let's go ahead and look into this. Now, Blueface is currently incarcerated, okay? Blueface is currently serving a 4-year prison sentence. He was sentenced in August of 2024 for violating his probation, which stemmed from a 2021 assault on a security guard. I don't understand that, because if he was sentenced on August the 1st, I thought they said he went to jail. Oh, okay, so he went to jail and served time and then he was sentenced. Okay, we get it. I guess. I don't know. That's kind of confusing me, but I'm just going to read it to you guys, all right? The probation violation involved UGDRE paraphernalia possession. Now, previous suspended sentence. Remember I was telling you about what he was charged with? Now, he received a suspended sentence in July of 2024 related to the 2022 pow-powing incident in Vegas, where he pleaded guilty to battery and discharging a firearm. All right. Now, remember, I think it was attempted red rum that was with that. I'm not too sure, but let's keep reading. Now, expected release. His manager suggested that he may be eligible for release approximately 9 to 10 months from his sentencing, potentially in early of 2025, due to the time served and sentencing guidelines. We know that not to be true. Something went wrong. Time got added, and he is currently still behind bars, right? Defamation lawsuit. Blueface was ordered to pay over $123,000 in a defamation lawsuit filed by Jacqueline Martinez. Now, Martinez sued after he falsely claimed on a social media to be the father of her child. A default judgment was entered against him for failing to respond. Now, I forgot who the person was, who baby mama that was. Whose baby mama was that, y'all? Was that Soulja Boy's baby mama, or I forgot. He was talking about somebody's baby mama, okay? And claimed that he was the father of her child, and they sued. Y'all, you can't just be walking around and just talking about people, okay? Especially when people got time. Today I got time, cuz. Somebody told the Blueface, today I got time, cuz. If you got the time and a little bit of money to file, because people yell at, oh, I'm going to sue you. Girl, you can't just walk up in nowhere with no money and no representation. You just can't do it. All right. Now, earlier lawsuits and settlements. Now, Blueface was also ordered to pay over $13 million to the owner of the Vegas strip club where the 2022 shot pow occurred. The club sued, alleging his actions caused them to lose their license, and they were shut down, y'all. Okay, so that's the reason why they sued him. So we know that he still owes that, you guys. Right? Now, in summary, Blueface's legal issues include a prison sentence for probation violation, a judgment in a defamation lawsuit, and a civil suit related to the pow incident. Okay. Oh yeah, it is Soulja Boy. Blueface has to pay the mother of Soulja Boy's child over. Yep, so I was right. That was Soulja Boy's baby mama. See, you got to be careful who you play with out here in these streets, because some people got the time, baby. Today I got time, cuz. All right, and it looked like Soulja Boy wasn't gonna let that go. He had time, and they won, y'all. All right, they won. So this is the basics of what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen when he gets out. You know, you guys let me know what you guys think, okay? And remember, I brought up the story about him adopting. He was supposed to be adopting what was her name? Bonnie Lachey. Okay, Bonnie Lachey's son. Because at one time, like I told you, Bonnie and Chrisean lived with Blueface. Now, it turns out that if I'm to believe what's coming out of Bonnie's mouth, that she was dealing with Blueface even before Chrisean, and she had a relationship and knew Blueface even before Chrisean, right? And the thing about it is, Chrisean is going to be molded if he get out, okay, and really cut ties. You know what I'm saying? And be on something else. But what's going to happen is, what if Blueface gets out, right? And he get cute, and he get out and reveal the real test? Because remember, he said he took a secret DNA that proved that he wasn't the child. The only thing about that is he backtracked on it, right? Ends up claiming the child, because here we are today. You know, let Karlissa tell it. He has a big heart, and whether that child is his or not. And this is what Karlissa's saying. You know, he still had a room prepared for Chrisean Jr. and seems to be claiming him. Okay, so I mean, it's fine with me. But I just have to say that something is up. Something is up his sleeve. Now, I don't know if he's just going to come out and just, you know what I'm saying, do something like reveal the DNA test results. You know, I just believe that something is up his sleeve. That's what I believe. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about the whole situation, right? But like I said, if Blueface is dumb, if he gets out and gets back in with, you know, all this craziness, and they go back to square one, I'm just saying, okay? But he's locked up for a lot of things, like I said, that has nothing to do with Chrisean. And like I said, we are not handing out angel wings. All we're saying is Chrisean Rock is part of the problem, and so is Blueface. All right? So is Blueface. Because the causes and the drama and the people that are pulled into this mess, some allow themselves to be pulled in it, like Blueface. But some are casualties, like Junior and Javon and Journey. Because I feel like Javon, being the oldest child, it's hitting him different. And although they're going through it in separate ways, in different ways, and he may be suffering different than we think or assume that Junior is suffering, but I believe that Javon is in his own way suffering, you know, by not having his father in his life for almost 2 years, because he's a little bit older. You know, he kind of gets it. He kind of knows a little bit, like, and I just feel like it's affecting him as being a son. You know, that's his father. He was pretty much in his life, you know. I don't know about them separating or how long they were apart, but you know, I just feel like it's affecting the children. I really do. I feel like it's affecting the children, you know. But at the end of the day, pretty soon there's going to be cracks in your inner circle. And this is just what I feel like. And this is kind of what Karlissa was pointing to and kind of getting to, is that her inner circle, or those in and around Chrisean that have access to her, are going to start turning on her, or start talking, or start spilling, or start posting, right? Whether it's out of spite, hate, get back on GP, right? Clout monsters. Somebody leaked those medical records, medical leaks. Okay? somebody hinted towards photos being out there of Junior getting his diaper changed and them seeing some things that are drawing concern. And just like Karlissa said, and I wanted to reiterate that, is that the truth will always come out. And there's people like me that like to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Right? And one of the things I want to point out that I found that I want to share with you guys before I let you go is an example of that. All right. It's already happening. It's been happening. All right. And remember when I mentioned that Bonnie, Lachey, and Chrisean and her son once lived with Blueface. And I believe there was a lot going on. Do you guys remember when I said I believe that there was either a polyamorous, not even polyamorous, because that involves love. Okay. I think this was just straight lust. All right. I don't think they had a threesome. Remember I said maybe even a foursome or a, you know what I'm saying? It just gives me that vibe. It just gives me that vibe. And I wasn't too far off. Let me show you guys something. All right. And y'all want, and people, not you guys, but there's a certain sector of society that wants to claim that Bonnie Lachey is off her rocker. She's crazy. She's Delulu. Oh, no. Now, mentally wise, I don't know. Maybe she may have some screws loose. But when it comes to Blueface, there's some truth to what she's saying. All right. Now, I'm going to show you this clip of Bonnie. And y'all remember Bonnie Lachey, right? One of the persons that Chrisean wants to forget. You remember her? And you want to know why? Because she knows where a lot of the bones are buried. And there's going to be more Bonnie Lachey that's going to come out. Okay? She knows where a lot of, she don't know where they all buried. But she knows where a lot of the bones are buried. Okay? She knows. And surely there's going to be no clapback. All right? Where is the clapback? Where's that same energy that Chrisean has for, let's say, Wendy Ortiz? Where's that energy? Where's that clapback that she has for Ray J? I'll tear this shit up. I'll beat this motherfucker. I'll tear it up. Where is that same energy that you had for DJ Academics when it starts getting uncomfortable and the truth, the truth hurts? If the truth hurts, you go to church, right? Soon as she starts feeling uncomfortable, when it gets too deep for her, when the conversation starts turning too uncomfortable, she lashes out. We just saw it in DJ Academics. I'm gonna get up and leave. I'm gonna get up and leave. Where's the energy at? Right? Let me go ahead and show you this clip that I want to show you guys right quick. All right. And listen to what Bonnie Lachey has to say. And what she's going to say is she's going to reveal some of the things that were going on behind the scenes and the reasoning behind some of the beef and the fallout, especially between Chrisean and Taseki. Okay? Because Bonnie Lachey is out here saying that Taseki and Chrisean had a threesome with Blueface. Okay? Both of y'all, all three of y'all is for the streets. All three, if this is what all three of y'all is for the streets. I told y'all lust is the easiest route. All right? There's no love lost because I don't believe there was any love. All right? If you can sleep with somebody you claim to love, and have a threesome with your sister, allegedly. I'm gonna let her tell it. Hold on. I'm gonna let her tell it. Let me take this down. I'm gonna let her tell it. All right. So before I let y'all go, let me let her tell it so y'all can hear it from the horse's mouth. Okay. Because I'm just looking on the internet, okay, and grabbing the receipts as they come. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Don't tell me I can't find it. Let's see. No. Okay, let me see if this is it right here. Okay. You guys go ahead and take a listen to this. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I just want you guys to listen to what Bonnie has to say, okay? Let me give you a little context, or I already gave you the context. Let me give you the deets on what I'm about to share with y'all. Well, I don't know. I don't know how long ago this was, but you guys go ahead and take a listen to this. It wasn't that damn long ago. We about to see once I pull it up, okay? Hold on, you guys.
This is why I came out with all of this, because I don't feel like I'm going to sit around and just, you're in jail. I'm not going to wait for you to come out of jail. I'm not going to sit here and wait to start my career and start my life. He's promised me TV shows, this, that. We've been having a relationship. We've been friends for years before Chrisean. Before there was ever a Chrisean. I knew Blue all that time. I've been there. He's told me his deepest, darkest things. Every time they have problems, you know, he's coming telling me this, that, and the third. That's how I found out about the threesome with her, Chrisean's sister, Tasiki. All these things. He tells me all these things. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be your fucking...
I don't even know what you're talking about. Tell me about it.
So Blue told me that he had a threesome with Chrisean and Tasiki.
That's her sister?
Her sister, Chrisean's sister.
Okay.
He's told me, you know, he actually got the idea for Hello Motherfucker, what's her name? Jaden's song.
Mm-hmm.
My idea. Like, all this shit he getting from me. So why am I gonna sit here and sit in the background?
So you feel like you're getting the shitty under the stick?
I feel like I'm not about to. This is why I came out with all of this, because I don't feel like I'm going to sit around and just, you're in jail. I'm not going to wait for you to come out of jail. I'm not going to sit here and wait to start my career and start my life. He's promised me TV shows, this, that. We've been having a relationship. We've been friends for years before Chrisean, before there was ever a Chrisean. I knew Blue all that time. I've been there. He's told me his deepest, darkest things. Every time they have problems, you know, he's coming telling me this, that, and the third. That's how I found out about the threesome with her, Chrisean's sister, Tasiki. All these things. He tells me all these things. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be your fucking...
I don't even know what you're talking about. Tell me about it.
So Blue told me that he had a threesome with Chrisean and Tasiki.
That's her sister?
Her sister, Chrisean's sister.
Okay.
He's told me, you know, he actually got the idea for Hello Motherfucker, what's her name? Jaden's song.
Mm-hmm.
My idea. Like, all this shit he getting from me. So why am I going to sit here and sit in the background?
So you feel like you're getting the shitty under the stick?
I feel like I'm not about to... This is why I came out with...
All right. So in a way, you know, Chrisean came along and crashed a little party. Okay. So I can understand the jealousy that she would have, maybe even a little envy for the position that Chrisean took in Blueface's life and how he chose to help her and stand behind her and really make her like the chosen one. Because at the end of the day, she really was. Okay. He may mess with a lot of people, but none like with Chrisean. Now, do we know his motives? Do we know his intent? Right? Could he just have been sprung? Could he really been in love? Could it have been toxic ties? Or, like I said, there's no doubt in my mind that Blueface exploited Chrisean. He saw the talent. He saw the beauty. He saw the potential. He saw the money. He saw the cha-ching, and he made that happen. Now, what is surprising me that she says, out of all the things, is that she was behind the ideas for Jaden's songs, which I can believe that. I can believe that. Now, am I giving her credit? No, I don't really know Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? She could be a clout chaser and lying just like the rest of them. But what we do have to understand is we have to give these people grace, because each and every one of these people are coming from some type of truth. We can tell in the manner in which they're speaking, right? So, like I said, y'all, just get ready for more, because the inner circle is going to start talking. The inner circle is going to start talking. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what you guys let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a man will never respect or see the light until you're gone completely, you know? But I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. But did you hear her say that Blueface had a threesome with Chrisean and Taseki? I mean, do y'all believe that? What do you guys think? You say he probably started claiming the baby because he knows the original dad is unalived. It's Blueface. If Blueface is not the father, I would be surprised. Chrisean, Jesus has his eyes and eyebrows. Who are you talking about? Ronnie? I wanted to put up a picture too, but I can't put the picture up because I didn't save it. Chrisean is jealous of Bonnie because Blueface knew Bonnie first and liked her. I think they had something going on too. But you know, a lot of times womanizers, especially narcissists or people who are narc-ish, will triangulate their lovers, will triangulate the women, okay? So that you guys are at odds against each other, fighting over them. They feed off of that. So, you know, Blueface is definitely part of the problem when it comes to women. And most men, especially womanizers, have a weakness for women, whether it's they don't want to be alone, whether they're, you know, SEX is important to them, or whether they, you know, just like to use women. They may not even love you. They just may like you a little, right? You said Blueface never liked Chrisean at first. She was, but she love bombed him and gave him her money. Blueface loves money. Yeah, exactly. I don't, you know what? That's all I got for y'all. Oh, you said you don't think Taseki slept with you don't think Taseki slept with Blueface. Okay, well, this is what Bonnie Lachey is saying, and you know, you guys know we saw the picture of Chrisean, right, in the tub with her 3-year-old. We're not gonna say too much on that, but they were saying that Chrisean was acting pedo-ish. We're gonna leave it at that. But you guys let me know what you guys think about everything that I brought to you guys. I do want to also let you guys know, hold on. Let me see. Let me pull this up for you guys. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think about everything. But like I said, the truth will always come out. And I have a feeling that somebody over there in Camp Chrisean Rock is going to be speaking out and spilling some real tea, okay? They're going to be spilling some real tea, all right? Now, if you guys want to support this channel and the daily content that I bring you guys, of course, can Cash App, the Blonay. It's right up there, Blonay LA. And if you guys are tired of the paycheck to paycheck living and are like literally tired of the rat race, let me see if you guys can see this. I want you guys to make your way on over to my store, okay? Let me see, y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up, all right? Make your way on over to my store, you guys. Like I said, if you guys are looking for a way out of the rat race and living paycheck to paycheck, I know I was, okay? If you want to start making Wi-Fi money and get paid off views, my digital course link is in the chat. It's in the It's in my bio, you guys, okay? It is in my bio. I'm just showing you guys right now what I have for my digital course link. It's going to be in my bio. And this is the Digital Boss collection of courses that offers every way that you can think of to have access and to make money online. Now, you guys, if you guys want to go ahead and just pick up the sneak peek, which is right here, the Digital Boss sneak peek, it is absolutely free. It'll let you know what you're going to be getting into, okay? You guys can go ahead and get that. It's totally free. Pick that up, look it over before you decide to invest in yourself. And we have merch coming soon, you guys, all right? I also have volume 1 of the Digital Boss Playbook and volume 2, all right? The beauty of this is once you invest in yourself, and if you guys use Klarna, you can walk out the door with the Afterpay with as little as $27 down, okay? And you can walk out of the door with a whole Digital Boss Playbook, either volume 1, volume 2, and with volume 2, you get volume 1 and 2, all right? So you guys go ahead and check that out. It's there for you, and we will be coming soon with merch right from the store, you guys, all right? Hold on, let's see. Okay. Now, coming back here, that's all I got for you guys. That's all I got. All right, you guys make sure you guys check that out. Let me go ahead and take this down. You guys let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. What do you guys think will Blueface is going to do? Like, what do you think his first move is going to be? Is he going to go to his baby mamas? I think most likely to go see his children. So that would most likely be the boss move that he would make, is to go see his children. So that would automatically be him, you know, probably going to meet Jaden somewhere or to going over to her house. But where do you think he's going to set up shop? Where do you think his residence is going to be? You think he's going to move in with his mama, Karlissa, into her big, beautiful palace? Do you think he's going to go over there and shack up with Jaden? Do you think he's going to get his own spot, his own penthouse, his own condo? Or do you think he's going to go back to his old stomping grounds where Papa Blue is curating shit and making sure shit stay down? Nobody steals shit. He making sure everything, you know what I'm saying, is copacetic over there. Y'all let me know what you guys think, all right? And I will be back on the next video. You said it seemed that is one of China's daughter allegedly leaked Chrisean baby medical records to the YouTuber. Yeah, maybe. I'm telling y'all, between her family and how they be going in and they cutthroat over there. Them Malones and Dorseys is cutthroat. And don't say we ain't seen it before. But it's going to hit different this time, y'all. It's going to hit different. I don't know if it's going to be them Dorseys, the Malones, one of her inner circle, somebody she done burnt bridges with to light the way. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be her, somebody from her inner circle. Now, it's going to be somebody who either has direct access or had direct access to Chrisean. All right. I don't know, y'all. You guys let me know. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure you smash that like button. And if you are part of the replay gang, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what's on your mind. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. Until next time, America. I'll see you guys later.
I got axes, pocket rocket, pulling pop tonight. Ain't no stopping, that bitch talking and we dropping tonight.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lisa Blonet, aka the Hood Mona Lisa, and I am back with another video. This is some hot tea, y'all.
Lips locking, goofy jocking tonight. I got axes, pocket rocket, pulling pop tonight. Ain't no stopping, that bitch talking and we dropping tonight.